Hello, everyone. How you doing tonight? As always, I'm your boy Rod, man, and just here hanging out this Saturday night. The weather is kind of gloomy. It's kind of gloomy, and there's a bunch of people out there right now, live doing their auctions and doing their things, and that's pretty dope. So, congrats to those guys doing their thing. So, that's awesome. And I just want to hang out here. And if anyone wants to jump on, I send a bunch of emails to the open invite to everyone that wanted to hang out on the show. We'll see who wants to jump on. If not, it's all right. There's something I want to get off my chest right now is that comic books are coming back. Comic books will be coming back. Hopefully, I seen rumors. I seen rumors that they're talking about middle of May, maybe the end of April. So we'll wait and find out what's going to happen about that. So that's some good news for the comic book community, man. I mean, we're all stressing. We all need comic books. It's our escape, you know, to grab a book and read it, especially on a Wednesday. Captain Comics in the house. What's up, bro? I think I sent you an invite. If you didn't get it, let me know. But it's one of those things where comic books mean a lot to all of us because that's how we hang out and just hang out and just it's more it's hard when you don't have comics. So when you have a comic book, we can joke around and talk about it and have a great time, man. So hopefully this whole comic book stuff will come back to normal. Hopefully the comic books will come back to the LCS. I seen some stuff on the news. What's up, Mondo? What's going on, bro? I was looking on Newsrama. Maybe I should do a screen share here. Oh, you want to do that? There we go. Now we're good, man. All right. Few people in the house. Thank you guys for hanging out. We got Captain Comics in the house, man. What's going on, bro? Thank you for hanging out. Great supporter of the channel, man. Thank you so much. Especially, Captain, Steve is a cool homie. He supports everyone's channel. He hangs out with them all the time. He supports their channels. My brother from Philadelphia. What's up, Mondo? I gotta call you later on, man. I call you later on. And we got who else we got in the house right now? Beer Comedy Bro. What's up, fam? He said, "What's up, fam? What's going on?" Of course, we have Dan Piercy. Dan, what's going on, Dan? What flavor of a beer are you drinking tonight? My brother from Philadelphia loves some beers, man. So check him out. Well, he doesn't have a like channel for beers and stuff like that. But Mondo, Dan, I think you guys will rock out, man. You love some beers. Let's see who else is in the house, man. We got Zen World. Zen World, what is going on, my brother? Of course, we have one of the hardest working people out there in the comic book. I said in the comic book community. JB, if it had disco music, I would drop it. Disco, 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 disco. Yeah, yeah. That's just my the way I do when JB when JB does his show. Yeah, pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. That's my impersonation of what he does on his channel, man. All right, so it's seems like it's gonna be one of those nights, man. A lot of people are doing their things, and I just wanna talk about maybe the new comics are coming back. New comics will be coming back to the shops mid-April, May, things of that nature. So I'm actually asking you guys, you think it's going to happen? I'm talking to the chat now. So I want to know what the chat thinks, man. You think comic books are really going to come back during that time frame? I can see it happening. I mean, I can see the whole curbside stuff. I'll wear a mask no matter where I go. But I mean, just curious, man. Do we see comic books coming back within that time frame? That's so close, man. That is so close. But it's crazy because Double A Comics, yo, what's going on, man? Thank you for hanging out. I'm talking about comic books, and we're talking about the LCS. Would the comic books be, how can they do curbside and all that stuff? I was hanging out with the wifey for like 2 nights, 2 days, actually 2 days, and man, I was going crazy already. I was like, I'm not quarantined. We had time off from work. So Wednesday, all the way throughout this whole weekend, I was happy to be home. So I'm just like, what do we do? And I was going crazy, man. Just like she was like, grab a puzzle. I was like, I got a puzzle here. You wanna build this puzzle? It's 12 pieces. It's not 12,000 pieces. So we're just hanging out, having a good time. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I don't know, man. We just gotta push forward. We got the whole combo thing coming on. Oh, we got someone in the background. Let me cross this thing out here. People laugh at me because I have notes. I always have notes, man. We got, of course, the one and the only. He is Big Lion Cat.
What's going on, man? The cat is here.
He is here. He is in the house. What's going on, man? How you been doing?
Busy, man. Busy. Thanks for the invite, man. I've been trying to get on so many times. My schedule is just insane with the grandkids and when I'm home, when I'm working, I'm trying to unpack books. As you can see, I cleaned up a little bit finally. It's just a lot of work, man. So, so how's it going, man?
Yeah, it's been we're just pushing forward. It's just that's all we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And how's your neck of the woods, man?
My neck of the woods here in PA, everybody's got to wear a mask no matter where if you go out and everything. The bus service, like going to New York and stuff like that, has shut down. So if you want to go to New York, you're gonna have to either drive to get there. But you can still get stuff at supermarkets. Everything is if you're going anywhere, you have to be 6 feet apart and you have to walk through one. They got one entrance. No matter where you go, like into Walmart, you got to go one way in and one way out. Same, no matter where you go, everything's takeout. No more eating in restaurants. Everybody's home. And that's basically it. But I'm still working full time, so I still got to go to work. Where my wife don't like it, and I got to work in New York, which is like the heavy duty zone. So I'm happy. Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, and that's I thank you because you have to go to work. So thank you, sir, for whatever you're doing out there. for the community, and you got your services, and we really do appreciate that, man.
Thank you. Well, I keep the power on. I work for the electric company, so yeah, we essential people. They say how it is. You have to be there.
Awesome,
So,
man.
yeah. So
Slick.
we keep getting snow over here, though. It's not sticking, but it keeps coming down.
Oh man, what would I do without some snow, man? I want some snow. Over here in Florida, my grass look like hot garbage. And the grass is like drying so bad. And I go out there con la manga. I'm just like spraying water la manga. People knows,
Mhm.
hose. And I'm spraying as soon as I put water on the grass, it just dries up.
Yeah.
Finally, we got some rain, man. We got some rain.
But you're supposed to either water early in the morning or when the sun starts going on, never during the day.
Yeah, but I don't have one of those things where it's called like in a great something with the system where
The timer system where it's supposed to it's supposed to go on and spread the water at a certain time. Yeah. But if you do it, on your own, that's when they tell you to do it. Not do it when the sun's out because you're just really burning your grass.
Well, I'm not waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, brother.
Oh, you don't have to do it in the morning. You can do it also at night when the sun starts going down. Go out there, throw that water out there.
The mosquitoes bite me, man. The mosquitoes hate me.
They hate me too. Let me tell you. I don't like it. La mosquito, man. I don't know. They must love my blood or something, man. Because they be.
That's insane. Yo, we got this Puerto Rican blood, right? But my wife, she got that Mexicana in her. And next thing you know, she goes out there, she'll do everything and walk back in the house. I'll be like, I look at her like, you ain't get bit? She's like, no. I'll be like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess something in the blood, man. There's something in the blood.
Something attracts them, man. I don't know what it is. I get it too.
Let's see who's in the house right now. We're hanging out right now with Big Lion. The Big Lion, man. Meow. The homie been doing stuff for many, many weeks, many, many months. And
just to find time to do any video, it's hard, It's just a lot of work, Because not see how I just cleaned up over here in this section here, and I put it away. I'm not done yet, but I got another stack of books right there that came in. I got to unpack. So that's like another video, and then I got more books coming. I'm like, it's like never ending.
it's pretty dope, man. You clean up the room. I mean, it looks nice now. It was always nice, but now I've seen you cleaning it up, man. That's nice.
Oh, I vacuumed, man. I got air fresheners all up in here. It smells nice. It smells really nice.
We got AA comics. In a lot of places, it doesn't matter what the comic book industry wants to do. Certain places aren't allowed this, even though curbside in NY, certain now government says otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
That was an earlier comment. Sorry about that, AA.
New York, they shut that. Yeah, man. I know. Trust me, I think, what was it, just last Wednesday, because I work in Brooklyn and Queens, and they sent me to Manhattan for the day on Wednesday. And you actually look around, you're like, it's pretty much empty. You just see a couple of people walking their dogs, and it's not the same. It's like a lot of people are staying home. You still got a lot of people out there jogging and stuff like that, but as long as they stay separated, they get their little exercise and then run back in. But the line market,
jogging,
JB, Discovery Bay, what's going on? AA, Run the Comics, Slim Comics, man. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody is safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grandkids running around.
Run the Comics. Get ready, man. Shout out tomorrow. Stay tuned for that.
So you was talking about picking up the LCS, right? The same thing here. The close LCS that I have, curbside service. I give them a call. They come out to the parking lot, and then we do what we got to do. But they're like, well, I mean, if you don't want to come down, we'll gladly ship them to you, because the postal service is still working. I mean, it's gonna cost you a couple of dollars for shipping, but at least you save yourself a trip from going out. So you could do that. So
I mean, you could do that, or I'm sorry,
mhm.
you say something, sir?
No, no, no.
I was reaching out to my LCS, not too far from around the corner from where I live at,
Hmm.
5 minutes away, and I sent him a DM on Facebook. I said, "Yo, man, can I help you out anyway? I want to do something for you." He said, "Just buy like a gift card. You can buy them on his website." So
Hmm.
pretty neat. I see where they're going with that. A lot of people talking about stuff like that. Just like you can build credit
Yeah.
through the website, you know.
Well, I mean, with Diamond shutting down, there's no really new books coming out, but I mean, you could still hit everybody's websites, all these comic book stores. You can still order books. You still get books, and all these auctions are coming out. Even I do mine, and just books are flying. The sales are out there, man. These guys, they packing great. The price is great. I mean, again, it's an auction if you know how much you want willing to pay. But I've seen a lot of nice books out there, man. People are bringing out some heavy duty stuff, and as you can see, I got a stack there. So it's books always gonna fly, man. Temporary, even on the new ones, but it eventually this will come to an end, and everything will get back to normal. So we just gotta hang in there.
Yeah, man, for sure. And you know what, man, you've been dropping like auctions constantly. I mean, how you why that? I mean, how what? I'm trying to find the words, man. It's like, what made you want to do some auctions? Or you want to make a couple bucks, or you want to help
Well,
the community?
no, well,
That's what I'm trying to figure it
yeah,
out.
I have.
Because you're fire, dude. You're fire, and you're awesome, man. A lot of people hang out on your show. Thorough. Okay, the list goes on and on and on, man.
Thank you, thank you. Well, before I got on YouTube, my comic book collection was just growing. It was just stacking up here. I was getting more books, this, that, and everything. It was just sitting here. And then I'm like, well, what I was gonna do with it? There was some books I wanted to get rid of. Do I sell them to a friend? Do I go to a comic book store? Do I go to a con? So I was like, well, I don't want to go to a con, because I wasn't really going to cons at that, because I was like kind of slowing down. I was just buying stuff. And I don't want to go to the comic book store, because then I'll turn around and sell it. I want to sell directly to the people, so they get a better deal. That eBay, they charge money, blah blah blah. So when I found YouTube, I first started off just showing off slabs. If you go back to the beginning, I was just showing off a couple of my slabs here. I picked like a title run that says, all right, this is what I got. And then slowly I said, all right, let me do an auction. So I was doing an auction by myself. And I was doing an auction by myself for about 3 hours long, which, yeah, they were averaging about 2 to 3 hours by myself. And I was selling a lot of stuff. Everything was flying because I was selling it dirt cheap. I mean, I wanted to pass on the deals with somebody who would be happy, that couldn't afford a book, couldn't afford a slab, whatever it was. So then, I started inviting people, anybody who wanted to come and hang out. So now I was trying to interact with people in the chat. Then I got online, and then that's how me and JB, I met JB, because me and JB were trying to figure out this, at this point, was Google Hangouts. And then we finally started doing that.
Oh,
And then
God.
when I started doing the show, I started inviting people. And then next year, people started coming on. But again, the auctions were only going to be lasting about 3 hours. But then we noticed after a while, people would not go home, because we could see how many people are live. So then we decided, all right, we kept on going. We did an 8-hour auction, and we were like, all right, maybe it's a fluke, one-time thing. The next following week, I did an auction. It wasn't 7 hours, like another 3 or 4 or 5 hours. And then the week after that, we did it again. We noticed there wasn't going home, another 8-hour auction. And we were like, oh, man. I mean, these people really don't want to go home. I guess they like hanging out with us, And I was like, well, this is cool. So we just kept on doing it. And I started saying, this is not just an auction, it's a hangout with friends. And that's what came down to. And just if you watch the videos, you see we have a bunch of great people coming out. We have a ball. We laugh it up. We chat with everybody in the chat, and I've been getting new people coming on and meeting them and hanging out with them and getting to know them during the auctions. And it took off from there. I was like, all right. So then, not only do my unboxings, I do my Comic-Con signatures videos, and then I do my other videos where I says what I found out outside the comics cat letterbox. And that's usually like pops or movies or statues or whatever it is. It could be just not just comics. So I started doing that. So it's busy, it's just find the time to do videos is tough, because either I'm working, I'm dealing with the kids, I'm dealing with the wife,
Yeah.
but it's fun and I enjoy myself and I enjoy everybody hanging out, and it's just fun.
And if you're not enjoying yourself, excuse me, if you're not enjoying yourself, then don't do it. Like, and there's been a few days and weeks where I'm just been like, oh, I don't feel like doing a show. And next thing you know, I'll get a text message or a DM from IG. They'd be like, "Yo, Ron, you gonna be doing a show?" Be like, "Yeah," and be like early in the morning, depending what time zone, because we have fans in the UK and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, "Yeah, I'll be doing a show," and someone wants to jump on the show right now. It's Captain and Comics.
Hey, Captain,
Steve.
what's going on?
Good. How's everybody doing?
You got an echo?
Probably.
Yeah, well, you probably watched the video. That's why you gotta mute the video.
Oh, there it is. I hear it now too. Yeah.
How about now?
Yep.
Better?
Yep.
All right.
We're just hanging out, man. Just talking about whatever we want to talk about. And Big Lion Cat is in the house, man. He's been doing auctions for a minute. And I'm your boy Rodder. You guys know me already. And Captain Comics, man. Welcome, man. Welcome. How's everything over there? How's the weather? Or the quarantine stuff locking you down? What's up, man?
I'm actually outside and it's raining right now. I like the rain better than I do the snow.
Oh.
Yeah, I got that. You got that right. Well, it wasn't sticking. It was just like nice coming down type snow, but nothing stuck. So it was great. Oh, thank you, running the comics. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Nice, man.
So I got to give a shout out to Captain Comics, man. I know Thoro very well, and Thoro, mentioned what went on with Ray and everything, and you're such a straight up guy that you didn't have to do what you did, and and I really appreciate that, man. That was a great thing to do. So I just wanted to give you a shout out, man. That's one hell of a thing you did, man.
Thank you. It was kind of one of them situations where, I thought one thing and he thought another thing, but all in all, he still wants to be friends. And right now, at this point, I'm just not talking to him really, me and my wife talked. It was probably best that we did that, just because I can't send my name out with something like that, and unfortunately, I've been a part of this YouTube community for like 2 years now. First time I ever went on was with Rod. So, little things like that. I just keep going, and I was raised right and know the difference from right and wrong, no matter what. Do the right thing, even if you feel like it's wrong, It's kind of one of them things where the wife and I decided we needed to do this because I didn't want to be associated with that when it went out to Thoro. So I called Thoro and said, hey, look, this is what I got. This is what I'm throwing in. This is what the wife's throwing in. It just made me feel better and the wife. And that was one of the fallouts that me and Ray had between each other. But, I'm kind of a private guy. That was kind of like my dirty laundry hanging out for everybody to see. But on the other hand, I was, glad that the community at least knew what was going on to a certain degree, but you know, I love everybody. I love Big Cat. I love Rod. You know, these are people that I've watched for several years now, and so for something like that to go out, I couldn't allow it to myself to do it. So now I just sell comic books for myself, and the wife goes through her comic books and sells a couple. So I mean, we have a good time. I still have other honey holes that I go to.
That's great.
You know.
So
So
you got a lot of friends here. You got a lot of
for sure.
And yo, Steve, if you don't mind me just jumping in, I didn't know about all this until like a couple days ago, and
Right.
Steve was telling me, and I was like, "Wow, I love Ray. Ray is a great guy. You know, he has a good heart. Steve brought me into knowing Ray. I mean, there's no hard feelings. It's one of those things where, it's just what happened is it's not right. So, and Steve cleaned it up. And you're a classy gentleman, should I say, sir? So that's pretty dope, man. Pretty dope.
I have to say that since I've been on here, I've had run into people that made this community bad. There was an incident where Toro was doing a charity auction, and this person that we kind of knew a little bit, bought on auctions or whatever, says, he wanted to help doing auctions. He was going to give the proceeds, to the charity or whatever. So we did the show, and he made a certain amount of money. And when he sent the money to Thor, for the charity, it was a little small percentage of what he gained. And he said it was supposed to be 100%. So again, you never know until it happens. You don't see the signs coming. And he actually, he sent some books over to somebody who won. That was a person in the YouTube community, and he stuck them with some other books that he wasn't supposed to get, or the books didn't come in the right condition. I can't remember exactly what it was, or it wasn't the amount of what he paid for. So me and Toro, we felt so bad, that this guy duped us, and we were like, well, Toro was mostly in charge of it, but I felt also so bad. So Toro sent some books to him, and I sent the book to him. I didn't have to do it, but I felt so bad that, one of our YouTubers out there, went on to do a good thing for a charity and then getting stuck like that. So I said, I couldn't, I took it hard. So I decided to send him a book, something out of me. It says, and he told me not, I didn't have to do it, but I felt I had to do it. And he was so happy that he got a book. And I was like, sometimes, you just want to do the right thing, So.
Yeah, I feel you, Big Cat.
I hear an echo in the background. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's not Big Lion. Steve. So, Steve, I don't know if you have a mic, not a mic, but maybe you could lower your volume or something like that.
There you go. How's that?
That's better.
Perfect.
Yeah, I feel the same way you do, Big Lion Cat. It was just something I couldn't send out to the community and have my name associated with it. Yeah. We are from old school where your word is your word, and that's what I still true today believe in, is your word is your word. Yeah, either you're a good guy or you're not,
Don't let this young face fool you. I am a little, on the older side. So,
yeah. We're around that age range too.
Right. Morals, and that's a lot has to do with it nowadays, is morals. And, some people don't have that. They're always looking for their next buck, or they're looking for, what they can do to benefit themselves.
Yeah.
I've lived a full life. I've been a wrestling coach. I've traveled all around, and had many people work under me. I've had, a whole life full experience, and my life experience is always to be a good guy. Yeah. Do what you believe right in your heart, and then you can sleep at night with a clear conscience.
Exactly.
So, if it comes to comic books or family or whatever, it all is the same thing.
Yeah, we call it comic karma here. That's what we call it. Comic
Right.
Con around, you know, a good thing, and you'll receive. I know I received it here. I've got some books from people. I even got this gift. I don't know if you guys seen it, but this was a gift given it to me. Somebody just, you know, gave it. This was Jose Gonzalez. I think he does these on IG, and he even put my name on there. You know, he just sent it to me out of the blue. You know, he didn't have to do it, and you know, and I use it, man. I thank him very much, man. And I use this. This is great. You know, so I always thank them. Again, just a great place to be. I mean, there's a lot more great people here than they are. Once in a while, you're gonna get, you know, somebody here that doesn't belong. You know, but
Yeah,
we keep on going forward. You know.
yeah, for sure, man. It's like we don't need negativity. We need more positivity. Positively. What are you trying to say? But a few more people in the house, man. Let's say hello to them right now. We got Book Hermit in the house. Hi, people. What's going on? Of course, man, we can't leave out Sharon. Sharon is one of the biggest supporter in the comic book community. She is awesome. She is fantastic. And her daughter just dropped the book out. I'm looking at it right now. So I do this. I look like an old fart doing this.
Don't feel bad, man. Don't feel bad. You're in the right group right now.
Right.
I'm like, I'm looking right there, man. Rena's book, man. Rena's book. Check out Life with YouTubers. She has more information on that book. What's it called? Check out Life with YouTubers, man. Zen World in the house, man. Zen World, my brother. What's up, man? What's going on? We got David's Q in the house, man. Listen, they can take advantage once we see them and remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Well said, sir. And let's see who else is in the house. We got Apex Comics. What's going on, Brett? What is going on? Yeah, let's keep it going here, man. Key Laurel Comics. What happened, Rod? Some good lessons being told here. Man, there's always lessons hanging out with these guys, man. Whenever you break a lion, and of course you bring in the captain, the root of all the captains, man. We got Steve in the house. He is the captain, man. You're gonna get some lessons here and there. Right? All right, gentlemen. Let's see. If you got any questions, drop them on right now. We're just hanging out, man. This is Coast to Coast Comics. This is an open invite. We're just having a great time. I'm happy that my brother Big Lion Cat, of course, the captain is in the house.
So what's going on with MegaCon? You know, everybody's dying to go to a con. I understand. I'm dying to go to a con, but you know, everything's still up in the air with everything going on. You know, nobody wants to do it too quickly. You know, they don't want to open up everything. I understand, which they should do it the right way the first time. You know, so we'll see how that goes. But you know, I can't wait to go to a con because I definitely missed it because I was supposed to go to East Coast and that got canceled on me. So I don't know. I'm looking. My next con looks like maybe Heroes Con in North Carolina. So I don't know. See how that goes.
Well, we got this whole big comic book con going on next weekend.
Okay.
And I'm trying to pull up the information right now. We had John Comics for Kids and Bueller last Sunday. And I'm trying to, I don't want to like put out the wrong words for it. So I'm going to just try to pull it up right here, man. So there's going to be an online comic book convention.
Okay.
Convention. Yes.
Convention.
Yeah, adventure. Yes. So
lots of cosplay at my house every day now since it's been quarantined. You got a captain. I wake up next to a mermaid. Kids are at least changing dresses 6 times a day, you know.
Wow.
I've had an Elsa, and what else was there today? Elsa, Mulan, and what was the other dress she was crying about today? Vampirella. So, you know, my little girls, they change their dresses all the time now.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. So, you know, one of the things I'm really missing this year, you know, sports are shut down. And, you know, as you could see who I am, and you could see who he is. And we usually go at it around this time of season, but we can't because they're not playing. And I miss it right now because we're torturing each other right now. We go in the chat back and forth. We can't do it.
He is absolutely right, man.
We go at it. We tease each other big time, back and forth.
Yo, I'm not gonna touch it.
If you guys don't know, you can see what team I am, but he's a Philly fan. So you know how the rivalry goes. See, there you go.
Yo, man.
Gotta love the rivalries.
Oh, definitely. I got
it will never end, man. Oh man, that thing right there. It's good that you clean up the room. That thing pushed away. It was always hanging around somewhere, man.
Oh no, he's on the table. He's just inside. But if you're in my room, you'll see some more med stuff.
No. He's perfectly fine. Leave him out there. He's fine.
Come right on. Hey, what's going on?
Yo,
you got the whole thing. Look, you got pants. You got his cleats.
Do you see this, Steve? Man, this is how it got to do with the New Yorker, man. This is how it. This is brutal, man. I can't, man.
Oh wait, I saw my dad. See, I got my little cup holder thing. That's why I keep all a couple of things and stuff like that. I got my lamp over here and everything. I got all kinds of stuff going on there.
Nice, man.
Oh yeah, I got some more stuff over there.
All right. I'm looking into this.
Woo.
The chat is popping right now.
I was a wrestling coach, a high school wrestling coach for like 6 years. Okay. So I mean, certain sports are team sports, or some are individual sports. So
cricket.
As a big fan of wrestling, even that, my sons are all out for it. So now I've even had my own son. He's in college right now on a scholarship for wrestling, free ride.
Yeah.
So, even he doesn't know what he's doing now.
Oh, yeah. No wrestling. Yeah, there's no sports. They're probably keeping exercise somehow.
Yeah, but you're trapped in the dorm with so many other kids, away from home. And I talk to him at least once a week or so, just keep in touch with him, make sure he's doing all right in the dorm rooms. Because to that, one kid come back from spring break and that whole college is infected, or anything with it. So that's the hard part for him, is that he wants to come home, but he can't come home, because he's kind of stuck there. But on the other hand, I tell them, no ComC ever made a skilled sailor. So
I got to enjoy the time off right now,
Right.
Because when you go back, the coach is gonna work you hard.
Yeah.
Like that with we got a Red Sox fan also in the chat there.
Yeah. We got the gray man, The gray man.
Gray man.
We were hanging out with the gray man earlier today, and he said, "Rod, you love cricket? Man, I ain't no cricket. You can play for like 5 days, man." He was talking about this thing for a minute.
Wow.
Cricket's a game.
You know about cricket, Steve?
Oh yeah.
I've seen cricket. That's wild.
They got all funny names with everything, the ball, the bat, everything has its own little name and everything with it. How you score is a different thing.
Yeah.
Man, how many scores can you do?
I can't remember the score far. I want to say it's like 7 or 9 or something like that. I can't remember for sure. I have a bunch of friends overseas that they play cricket. They tell me about it. Soccer's another big thing. When they say football, I'm always like, "What's your favorite team?" And then they, New England, this or that, and I'm like, no, football. They're like, "Oh, our soccer team is."
Yeah. What's up, two brothers? Two brothers in the chat.
Two brothers in the house, man.
What's going on?
Thank you, Big Lion looking at the YouTube chat. I'm here looking at the StreamYard chat, man. We got Key Largo Comics in the house. Dang. Yo, Key Largo, hope you're being safe over there. I think you're quarantined over there, out there. And it's by Miami and all that. Well, he's by the tip, man. He's by it.
Yeah, Key Largo's all the way at the tip there, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Two Brothers. They put out a good video today.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they had those guys on there from the Canto Club.
So Canto, yeah.
Who was in the house, man. That was pretty dope, man.
I gotta give shout out to the Voyo at 7. They had an auction for about 6 hours.
Oh yeah.
For Chris, man. I didn't know Chris as well as everybody else. I've said hi to him in the chats from here and there. And he always said hi back, which is always great, you know. So again, you know, another YouTuber, you know, another great guy, you know. But we don't need the bozos. The bozos can go home. Lady Fantastic.
It's cool.
Come on, Lady Fantastic.
I gotta give the Big Lion a blue wrench, man.
Y'all give me a blue wrench. I'm getting a blue wrench. I'm moving up in the world.
Well, you know,
I just got a blue wrench the other day, and the sad problem is my wife got a blue wrench before I did. So that's been kind of our competition around the house.
I'm gonna. Well, where's the wifey at, man? Where's the wifey at?
She's watching couples categories, taking notes because we probably will be on there here sometime soon.
Yeah, well, bring her on to the show, man.
I told her, you watch this show, and I'll just tell you right now, any book you pick, that's the one we're gonna go with because I ain't gonna fight with you over which one we're gonna pick.
There you go. You know, Apex Comics says I never had a wrench. Never had a wrench.
Well, the wrench, man. You had to. You gotta earn the wrench. Oh, what was that?
Looks like one of the grandkids.
One of the grandkids or the wifey.
I don't know.
No, one of the regular kids.
Oh, one of
snitching on the other one. I think she's trying to climb on your comic books. Oh, well, I gotta go check that out.
Whoa, don't do that, man.
Forget it. My grandson's a terror, man. He's all up in here grabbing Pokemon cards and Pokemon toys and everything. It's like nonstop. And I gotta tell him, don't touch that stuff. No, leave my stuff alone. I keep coming back, and he ends up in here grabbing stuff.
Before comic books, man, were you collecting anything else? Just curious, guys.
G.I. Joe figures I used to collect as a little kid, and I still have a lot of them actually still to this day that I had as a kid. So, I mean, some can be worthwhile, but you know, that's what I tell my kids now. Hey, I used to play with this big airplane or this battle thing, or just like Big Lion, you know, I was kind of into Thundercats a little bit there for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Pumra.
Yeah, Rumra. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of everything. Yeah.
The Puma guy, I always liked him because he had nunchucks. You know, that was that era with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That was Panthro.
Panthro, yep. Mumra was the bad guy, wasn't he?
Mumra was the bad guy. So
you always remember the good guy and the bad guy. Definitely.
Well, the leader, of course, you know, you got to remember the leader, Lionel. He was the leader of the group, you know. But right. I collect a little bit of everything, you know, just comics. I have my Frank Lamid planes. I got some pops. I collect Pokemon cards, baseball cards, DVD movies, some statues here and there, some action figures. So it's like I collect whatever I like. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like an open range. So whenever I see something, you know, if I like it, I go for it, you know. What you got there? They better not be all Phillies. I'm telling you right now, they better not be all Phillies. If not, I'm and I'm gonna start pulling out my book, all right, and stop bringing up the best stuff. So don't even try.
No, it's not. It's not all Phillies, man.
Go ahead.
Yo, I'm just showing you, man. I'm answering a question, Lady Fantastic. Baseball cards, man. I love baseball cards. I got basketball and I got old school stuff here, man. Just old school 1980 goodness.
Highlight yourself. Make yourself bigger.
Oh, you would do that. Huh? doing this, man.
There you go.
Oh, there's some old school stuff.
There you go. Look at that.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, there's a Met right there. Yeah.
There it is, man. I ain't gonna hate, man. You're gonna find it. You're gonna find it.
Yeah.
There it is, man. Who was that? Kevin McReynolds, man.
Kevin McReynolds. Yeah.
Let's see his stats. Let's see how bad he was. No, we won't do that, man.
Nah. We don't have to go that deep details.
But just we got some Red Sox. We got some not Boston, Milwaukee Brewers. Yo,
what year are those?
these are like 1980s, man. This is like we could consider this Bronze Age.
Yeah, man. That's around the time I got. I got around the 80s also. And of course, the main company, those are tops, right?
Yep.
That's what I collected. I collected tops also.
Wow, here we are talking about baseball cards.
There you go.
Golden Age, not Golden Age, but
Golden covers.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty dope, man.
Hey, Arsenio, the art chemist is here. What's going on? Thank you for coming by.
We're just hanging out, man. We're talking about a little bit of everything right now. Holy crap, man. I'm going through this stuff, man. And this is heck? Pedro Guerrero,
man. Look at that.
this is crazy, dude. Just
nice, right?
old stuff. And I got a bunch of binders, man. All that right inside there, all binders.
Yeah. That's what I got them in binders, yeah.
So I'm not gonna touch that stuff, because if I touch that stuff, everything here, the little Marvel thing will fall down, and it's gonna be a
I know, I'm the same way. I start moving stuff, and then I got to move some stuff to get to the other stuff. I'm not moving all that stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hot mess.
Yeah. Yup, man. Top was the way to go, man. That's what I got. Baseball cards. Yeah.
Dude, man. I mean, how about you, Captain?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got football, baseball, basketball. We got a couple Michael Jordan cards.
There you go.
What was that year that the Bulls won? I got a couple Dennis Rodmans in there.
Wow.
The whole team. But on the other hand, I've always grown up with comic books. There's a picture that my mom, she lives in Montana, 14 hours away. She came down, what was it, around Christmas time, and she brought her photo album and all that, and she started going through that, and she's like, "Who's this kid with the comic book?" And I was like, "Well, that's me." And she goes, "You were 3 years old, and you're holding your uncle's comic book." And I was like, "Yeah."
Wow.
I started looking at it, and it was an Avengers #1. I was sitting there reading.
Wow. Imagine that, having Avengers #1, you're actually reading it. Wow. That's crazy.
But I was 6. My uncle brought back a lot of comic books from the war, and stuff like that. So I always got to read his comic books, and I just always started going from there. And I think that's why I collect a lot of Mark Jewelers now, is because I remember a lot of his books having them Mark Jewelers inserts in the middle of them.
Right. That's nice.
Because I'd grow up and I'd tell my uncle, yeah, when I get a girlfriend, I'm going to send her a ring from this place because it's so cheap, or this or that. He goes, "Well, first you got to finish reading this comic book before you send a girlfriend a ring."
Wow. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
What is this comment right here? Beware the Magic, the Gathering card. They stole all my ADAD players. What? I'm sorry,
I remember
man.
kids playing old school Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that, I never got into it that much, but I remember a lot of guys playing Dungeons and Dragons back in my day.
Oh yeah, when in the 90s all the cards came out, you had the Pokemon cards, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the Dragon card. You had all these card games coming out. It was incredible. My kids were into the Pokemons, and I got them in binders and everything. I also got the comic cards also that came out around the same time, and I put those in binders too because I thought they were pretty cool.
Right.
And they kind of went, pretty much they went through it pretty fast. Really, nobody really collected too much of those, but Some of the artwork was actually the Marvel Masterpieces first series was the best. The artwork on that was just incredible. Those cards were already ahead of the time of the comic books. If you
Right.
look at those cards, artwork is just awesome. You know, it's probably what you see now these days. So imagine they were ahead of the game. So chat is blowing up right now. Everybody's just checking.
I see that.
Wow.
As soon as Boat Right jumped on.
Yeah.
What's going on, Boat Right family and comics? What's up, man? Thank you for hanging out. I hope your family's doing well and all the little Boat Rights in the house, man. And let's keep it going here. Let's see. We're talking about cars. We're talking about comics. We're talking about Pokemon and baseball cards, football cards, whatever we're talking about right now.
Everything.
Lady Fantastic said cards, RPGS. Yeah, man. That's the thing. Let's see here, man.
Oh yeah.
My most expensive card is my Jordan Auto. Holy crap! You got something.
Wow.
Are you freaking serious? Wow. I think the most expensive card I had, I have to say it was a Derek Jeter. It was one of these things that I purchased online, and it was graded, and it was his rookie card. I was like stoked. I was like, fire, man! This is dope. And then I keep searching. I was like, this can't be. Like, I get this damn graded card. And next thing you know, I go out there, it's like not the one you want. It's like worth like $10 or $5. So I was like, man, what the hell, man?
Yeah, man. It's like you get that certain one that's, you know.
Yeah.
But you know
I
what?
just came across the Tom Brady rookie card I had the other day. I just threw it in another pile I had. Just like, yeah.
People be fighting over those cards, especially these Boston fans. Oof, they are crazy.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right, doing safe. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
That's good.
Glad to hear.
Apex says, I have some of those Marvel cards from the 1990s. Yeah. Hey, it's some great stuff, man. Spider-Man, X-Men's, Marvel Masterpieces. We had different ones. I believe they had one with DC versus Marvel, where they put a DC character and a Marvel character on a card, which was pretty cool. I have some of those. I got some of the stuff. I believe might have some around here somewhere.
Dude, those 90 X-Men cards, those are like dope, man. They're classics, and a lot of people like to have the whole run. So, you know, they had different series too, but that first series, there it is.
It's a 1992 Marvel Masterpiece Spider-Man card right there. And you can see the artwork that from back in the 90s. That was awesome. You know, this was actually that was 92, 91. They had like just regular cards like this, you know, Mysterio, you know, then they had little information in the back, you know, like their strength, speed, agility, their power ratings and stuff. Is Doc Ock, you know, got in there.
I have a couple sets that you put together and they make a scene or
I got those are the Spider-Man ones, yeah. If you go to like the back of the Spider-Man cards and you put the 9 cards together in the sleeve, it makes out a whole picture.
Yo, quick shout out right now. The Comic Club, Dwayne in the house. Oh, Dwayne, bro, I hope you're doing fine over there out there in Tampa, man. I know
Tampa
holding it down, man. Just
Tampa Bay.
Just hang out, just hang in there, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Just hang in there and drop your links if you're selling.
Right there.
Let us know right now. Drop the links right below, Dwayne.
These are nice too. Did y'all work on this one? It's Gambit. This was a Marvel annual type flare card. Nice and shiny. You know, the artwork is just awesome on these things. Look at that.
Yeah, that's some goodness right there, bro.
This is, you know, 90s stuff style cards, you know. this stuff wasn't in comic books yet. This style.
And next thing you know, we have these art gems or these gem arts and all that stuff.
There's Elektra in white. There's Daredevil in a different suit there. Oh, here's a nice one, Galactus. Yeah, I got these just sitting around. These are just like extra ones that I got sitting around. The other ones are in the book. You know, and I give
and we're lucky to have those, Big Lion.
I give these out sometimes.
Then we had this. We got stuff like this where we had to this is like talking about stepping up a notch.
Wow, look at that.
You know, that's that art journey, man.
Damn, that's beautiful.
So it's like we go from cards to stuff like this. And the cards, you know.
Oh, there's so much stuff that's out there. It's unbelievable. You know, when I go to these cons, I see these things that light up and everything. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then you get props. You know, you get the Captain America shield. You know, you get like a Thor's hammer. You know, Thanos' arm. There's like so many things that you could just, you know, dress up your room.
Yeah, for sure, man. Wolf Warner in the house. What's going on, Wolf? What is going on?
Yeah. I collected a lot of cards back in my day, but now it's mainly strictly comic books. I stick with comic books.
Yeah. Nothing
wrong with that.
That's what we've been doing. That's what Big Lion been doing too. We love comics, and the whole community has been doing it too. So
yeah, like I said, I'm an open book. Whatever I see something that I like, I just go for it. You know, no matter what it is, something that catches my eye or something that like, hey, I would like to have that. I just, you know, if I can get it, I get it. You know, and that's why I got tons of stuff. You know, and it's, you know, I don't know if you saw, I got VHS tapes of cartoons from back from the TV, got the DVD stuff. Yeah, I showed it to John with kids at one time. I pulled them out, and I'm talking about VHS tapes. You know, that used to be the cartoons on the TV. If you guys see it, you'll definitely know when you saw it as a kid on television. You'll be like, wow, I remember that cartoon. I said, yeah, and I got that stuff, but just I can't let go of it. You know, I'm a kid.
I have a record with Spider-Man 5 Adventures on there. You know, you don't hear about records too many anymore, but
is that the one with the book?
Yep.
Yeah, I got one of those. I got from the Arsenio Alchemist that's in the chat. He got me one, and I got a record player too. So I haven't played it yet, but I want to do it. I want to play it and read the book and everything. That'd be cool. Like,
dude, man, was it Barbarian Kung Fu doing that? He would play the record and he would flip through the pages throughout the, you know, reading the comic book, and all you hear is at the you hear the ding where the next page,
right?
Turn the page,
and then turn to the next page.
That's how you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
I remember that's how I used to be back in the day, man. They had the little record you play. Ding. That's when you turn it. You're like, oh, you know, kids. I think it was easier to like read. You know, while they were reading for it's like somebody reading you a story. You know, so you know, I think they should bring that back. That's something that's different. I think it's an interesting way for kids to pick up how to learn reading. Imagine listening to the record and you know, you look at the book, you're reading it, and you turn the page. I mean, as a kid, I was into it when they did it. You know, it was interesting. I thought it was fun.
Pay attention. You wait till you have help.
Arsenio says 18 foot POPLC. Yeah, thank you very much, Arsenio. I love it. I haven't played it yet, but I got it. I got a record player somewhere in here. I got old records too. I still play some old records sometimes.
Man, I don't have a record player, man. Man, I wish I did have one. I would love to have an old comic book like that and put the record on and just hear the record spin on that needle.
Yep. Got that sound. Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not, if you go Bed Bath & Beyond, I believe they still have them there.
Oh,
yeah, go Bed Bath & Beyond. That's what usually they got them. That's what I got. My wife and them, they got it from
Fucking phone.
Steve, it's all right, man.
Steve, come back.
It's all right. Steve, it's okay, man.
He's
You
in
get
the boat,
you
and
get
the
the stimulus check in the
waves
mail.
crashing back and forth. The captain, don't worry, he'll get it back.
Oh no, we
back,
lost
Doctor.
Steve, man. Oh,
Yeah. He must be sailing into a storm. Don't worry, he'll be back. Captain will make it.
the captain is cool, man. So Big Lion, man, let the people know before we've been doing this for at least an hour already. Let them know what you got going on your channel, and let them know what other events, or not events, but things of that nature. What you got, man?
Well, usually I do my auctions on Saturdays. Of course, at this time, I'm not doing auction today. Usually, I usually working with Thoro. Thoro's doing his auction right about now. And next Saturday, I'm not going to be doing it because I have to go back to work. But the Saturday after that, I probably will be doing auctions. So check that out. Again, if you guys want to see, go check out my page. You'll see that I do some unboxings. I do some Comic-Con videos. I also do my other videos where it's not just about comics. It could be about movies, pops, or whatever it is. So I got like a little different, how should I say, different variety that you could see videos. But I try to do as much as I can. But with my work and the grandkids, it's tough because I never know when I'm gonna do a video. I just pop up and do it. And when I do my live feeds, I do an open invite. So anybody's, again, if especially now everybody's home, come on, hang out, we'll chit chat, and and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's the way I like to do it too, Big Lion. I like to just be real and hang out and just do it open. I mean, I love doing a video. I mean, a nice epic edit video. But what brings me more joy is to hang out with the community. I think a lot of people like to see us being real, hanging out. Especially you, man. You're awesome in the community.
Oh, thank you. But you too, man. You're the one doing the shout outs, bringing new people on. That, which is great because that's why we'd like to do these open invites, man. Guys at home now, come on out, hang out, talk, chit chat, laugh, choke it up, get to meet the people. We get to meet you. And you don't have to have content either. If you just want to come and hang out and talk, because we're all stuck at home. Why not just hang out, chit chat?
Yeah, and that's the thing. We're all going through this. It's freaking coconuts, man. What we're going through right now. But I think this platform that we can't allow the people to not hang on, but we could hang on to many things. But want to jump on and just express what we're feeling right now. You could be probably in the house, be like, "Oh, damn it, I'm just so pissed off." But you can come on the show and just talk. And I'm happy to do these invites and open invites, and then tomorrow we'll do the comic book community shout out show. And there's a few channels out there that a lot of people don't know, but don't worry, man. I got that covered already.
Yeah, community's growing, man. I mean, not just because of everybody being home. Community was growing before that, and
Yep.
I guess now because of home, people are tuning in, which is great. But again, this is a great place to unwind and hang out and just laugh it up. So if you're stuck at home, this is a great place to watch it because you hit the sub button, you hit that notification, man, because again, you never know what's flying out there, man, because the community is always talking about a whole bunch of things, man. Comic-Con, who's signing where, it's a lot of info that floats around. So I learned a lot. I love the information that flies around because I really don't want to miss out on anything. So.
Yeah, I mean, well said, Big Lion. Well said. Have you had Ken Comics channel on the new channel? Ken's Ed Gray, man, hit me up with the info on that one, sir.
There you go.
Hit me up. Hit me up with the info, sir.
There you go.
I'm gonna leave that up right there. I'm gonna write it down.
Ed Spider says, who left the thumbs down? Listen, Ed Spider, you gotta understand, even if it's a thumbs down, it actually helps the channel.
I got a thumbs down.
You get thumbs down. So it just helps the rhythm. And the person that was here was actually watching as a view. So people don't understand that giving a thumbs down, it doesn't really mean anything. It actually helps the channel. Even
Yeah.
and viewing. I mean, he was here watching the show. He's probably still here watching the show. So he's helping the show. So that makes no sense to give it a thumbs down. You're helping.
Oh man.
People don't get it.
It's one of those things where it's like it's you guys know Big Lion, Captain Comics. We all hang out together. We do shows together on different other channels and things that. But we get the thumbs down. It's like we take that negativity and put it to we feed off it.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate me. All right, well hate me more. I'm gonna feed off it and put out more positive energy. That's all I'm gonna do, man.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna do.
You guys 20 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. Does that really 1 thumbs down does anything? By giving a thumbs down, that absolutely does nothing. It just, like I said, it helps him with his viewership technically. So again, you're not doing any harm whatsoever. You're actually helping them. So it happens. I've seen people get thumbs down. The show didn't even start. All right. The show is posted like in a half hour, like from now, when you get that alert, somebody ever gives it a thumbs down. That just tells you it ain't about the show, it ain't about the person. The person got nothing else better to do just to give it a thumbs down. So
an accidental thumbs down too, like me on my phone. I use my phone a lot for a lot of things. So, it is you said if the show hasn't even started, why you already giving a thumbs down on it? At least watch it, then have your opinion on a show. Maybe there was something that they were talking about on the show that you didn't like or whatever. But
just leave.
To give a thumb down before the show.
If you don't like the show, you could just leave. Go watch something else.
Right.
Yeah, man. Let's see here. Aspired 23, Big Lion Cat. I come from the music industry. I totally get interaction either way. I just wanted to call out Jack accessory.
Yeah, he's talking about the thumbs down.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm behind. This StreamYard is behind, man. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm trying to.
Yeah, not a problem. Like I said, people don't understand. Giving a thumbs down is actually not doing any harm. It's actually helping the channel. He watched the show, he's watching viewership, and he's helping the rhythm. Does not matter. When you're getting 20 thumbs up and one down, does nothing. No harm done.
Yeah, but it probably hurts the host. Hey, I put my heart, my soul into this, making this channel for somebody, and then, I get a thumbs down for it.
Yeah, but you got a guy that goes out there and he'll just thumb down everybody because he just a crummy post. Got nothing else better to do. He probably doesn't do a show. He probably does, he just wants to give everybody thumbs down. So, when I first started here and my channel was just, small, I didn't get any thumbs down. It took like months before I started getting thumbs down. And then the bigger you get, the more people you get, that's when you're going to eventually start getting the thumbs down. You're going to come across people that just want to just do it to you, And it's all right. Because
I mean, it is what it is. And it's going to keep happening. We're going to get more. You'll get more thumbs down no matter what.
Right. But the thumbs up also goes up. That's the key. That's the thing. The thumbs up is going to go way higher than the thumbs down every single time.
Yeah, Jack Skinner, I gave him a shout out last week. Thumbs down sucks because people don't express what they don't like about it for smaller YouTubers.
Yeah. People just want to thumbs down you for no reason. That's all they want to do. Just thumb down.
I mean, look at Perry. He had 2,000, There's several videos of his that had thumbs down. but he's still part of this community. He's still growing. You know, if you just brush it off and just keep going, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you watch it, you see the thumbs down later on after the show's over anyway. You're like, oh, that's how many got. And again, after watching the rewinds, you know, you might get more thumbs up or more thumbs down again. So it doesn't matter. You know,
Right.
just do what you do. You enjoy what you're doing. And again, this thumbs up is going to be this high up and the thumbs down going to be this far down. So does it really matter? Nah, don't bother me at all.
Right.
And I don't care about it. The only thing is that I care about is that, you know, I don't forget where I come from. I started from nothing on this channel, and I'm here right now. I want to just, you know, hang out with the smaller people and just, man, that's why I do the shout out show, man. I love helping out the channels. Maybe a little bit go a long way. It's not much, but, you know, maybe a channel that no one's seen before. And next thing you know, they're watching them. So I think if someone sees a small channel, be like, "Oh man, that's pretty dope." At least I had a little inch of saying, "Yeah, Rod helped out on that little channel or whatever it is."
Yeah.
But you know what I'm trying to say, guys, man.
Highlight in the chat. I don't know if you see Lost in Comics. He has a good one right there.
Let's put here.
Yeah, 3 thumbs down the video in the first hour get released. Figure was trolls, haha. He moved on and kept pressing forward. Comic-Con will get him. That is absolutely right. That is absolutely right. You know, like I said, it doesn't matter about the thumbs down. I guarantee you that Lost in Comics got more thumbs up than that 3 thumbs down.
Right.
There it is right now, man. Lost in Comics from San Antonio. Man, check them out right now. They did a video out there recently. The other day with Edwin the Root of all the comic jabronis, man. Check out Lost in Comics. It was Thursday random goodnesses. And dude, Edwin was on there, man. Just check them out, man. Lost in Comics. We'll get you to 300, bro.
I mean, I remember when Drew Brony had 30 people on his subs on his YouTube channel, and I was like number 31, you know. And I've watched Edwin grow for the year, and Rod's helped him out do more live shows, you know. And I've watched so many other people that tried to do a show that they're not even doing anymore, you know. So as long as you're still supporting somebody, I think they're still going to put out content no matter what it is. Thumbs up, thumbs down, but at least they're out there trying, you know. And that's kind of how I looked at Jabroni, you know. When I subbed him, he only had 30 people, so now he's over 1,000. You just got to keep going at it and just don't get discouraged on 1 thumbs down, you know. Like you said, Big Lion Cat, you got 1 thumbs down, but you got 30 likes on it. So does that really matter? It kind of takes it to heart that you tried, but on the other side, like you said, there's trolls out there, so they'll dislike anything.
People do it on purpose, just for another thing. But I just checked. I'm already subbed to Lost in Comics, but I see people subbing him up. When I went over to take a look, he was at $2.99. So he's probably at 300 by now. Lost in Comics, if you want to go check that out, you should be up to 300 by now. Some people went to sub you up already.
Wow. I'm pretty sure he'll get there.
Hey, listen, I'm still blown away that I'm over 800. I mean, damn, I wasn't, you know, thinking that I ever even get that far. You know, I figured, all right, I'm doing a show, and I will have my little group that would just keep coming back and just watching my show. And I was fine with that. You know, I was like, hey, they're dedicated to come, and I was fine, but it keeps growing. Numbers keep going up. I'm like, all right, you know, just keep going, and I appreciate everybody coming out. There you go, you're at 300. See?
Wow.
Like that, you know. It'll move, man. This community just keep growing. It's just gonna grow. You just got to get out there, you know, do your show, and the word will get around. You know. But this is what this live show, like stuff we're doing now, this open invite helps a lot.
Right.
Come out, hang out, talk, get you known out there. People get to know you, and just from that alone, and people come check you out and sub you up. You know.
And the thing is, Big Lion, I mean, hopefully these people will go out there and check out the content. It's not about just the sub, man.
Yeah.
You go out and watch these people content. This content is excellent, man. It's either an edit video or a live show. It's just a bunch of fun. So that's the thing, man. That's the thing. You gotta go check it out. Just don't hit the sub button.
Hit that
Because
notification.
once you see it, you'll like it. You'll be like, oh, that's dope. But then people forget the notification bell, man. The notification bell is the key. That way, wherever you at, man, you can be hanging out with the wifey. You can be eating breakfast in the morning, different time zone. Next thing you know, ding, and I'll be like, oh crap, I got somebody from the UK or whatever. You can watch the video right there. So don't forget to hit the notification bell on all these people right now, especially Big Lion and Captain. The
No, but
captain of the house.
again, I mean, the more you grow, the more subs you get. You can't watch everybody's channel, of course. You know, you try.
No.
You know, from time to time, you know, you'll go take a quick look and see, you know, say, hey, you'll stop in, say hello, you look at a video. I mean, from time to time, but you know, you can't watch every single video. I mean, there's so many of us out there, you know, but hit that sub and come back once in a while. But again, you know, when you get that alert, see what's popping up, man. It might be a topic or something that popped up that you probably want to get into, or there's some information that's out there that you probably want to know. You know?
Wow, I'm just looking at this comment right now from Ear Spider.
I think
I mean, this is the type of thing that blows my mind away. And I think I had 26 subs when Raj shouted me out. I have over 200. I barely get to release like I want to.
Yeah, it's the way it is, man. I'm trying to do video, even though I got a lot there, but I've been on for over a year. So, and you know, and I try to do videos as much as I can, you know, but it's tough with the time schedule. But you know what? When I do it, you know, I'll put it out there, you know.
And those are the comments right there that I see. Like today, I'll be honest, guys. It was like maybe I was not gonna do a show. I was like, no. And I was like, I told my wife, I said, I don't feel like doing it. She was like, why? I was like, I don't know. And she's like, just do it, just have fun. And I seen a bunch of people out there doing a lot of stuff, and I was like, I'll be happy to have 5. And I see 17 in the house, and I comment like that. I'm happy I did the show, man. I really am happy I did it. Man.
Even though you're doing it live now, this is gonna be a video in his channel, and then when people are probably doing something else or whatever it is, they go, let me go see what Rod did today, and they go watch on the rewind because I see my views when I finish, doing a video, and then when I go back like a day or 2 later, next you see more views. That means people went back to go watch it. And that's what you want, people are going to come eventually find the time and go watch a video. Remember, we'll watch it live, when we're doing something or we're on a different channel, whatever it is, but that's why you go to the channel and there they are. There's a list and you go watch the video.
All right, man. Nice, man. We got to have it the Rican way. Thank you, Wolf. All right, let's have some fun here, man. Before we end the show, I was going to end it about 15 minutes ago. But let's do a little rapid fire, man. Let's do a little rapid fire. All right, Captain Comics in the house, man. That's my homie Steve. Right now, we're hanging out with Big Lion Cat, the ruler of all the cats around the Brooklyn Zoo, man. All right, so we'll throw out 5 questions out there. If anyone wants to throw out a 6th question, we'll start it off simple here. I don't even know what the question is, but I'm gonna mark this down right now. All right, number 5. I think I already know what it is. But at number 1, Big Lion Captain Comics. What's your favorite comfort food?
Ooh, comfort food. What do you?
I like Swedish meatballs myself.
Is that like your favorite food? You mean like
comfort food right now? You're cold, it's snowing, whatever it is, man. I know what Big Lion's thinking, man. He's talking about some rice beans, man. I know that. That's my comfort food, brother.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. If it wasn't be recipe, but see, I have choices. I could have my recipe with the chicken, the chuleta, the pepper steak, whatever it is, con tostones or maduros or whatever, Well, it's just the way it is. That's with me. Yeah, that's home. You know what I'm saying? That's what my mom cooks, what my wife cooks. That's just the way you are. But yeah, that's me. That's my food, baby.
It's the comfort food, man. He's talking about some pork chops. I love some
Chuleta,
pork
baby.
chops, man. Chuletas are
Oh,
pork
don't
chops,
forget the
guys.
pernil. Gotta have the pernil, man.
Pernil, Captain Comics is pork, man. It's pork. So, it's dope. It's dope. And we got Lawson Comics. Lawson Comics said, "Thank you for what you do, Rod. Seriously, it means so much to every channel that has had an opportunity to streaming you. Honestly, the honor is mine for everyone to hang out. That's it, man. It's not me, it's you guys."
I like the answers. You got pizza, you got curry chicken, you got roti with rice and beans. Oh wow!
Oh man.
Gotta
Everyone's gonna go out there eating right now, man. Look at that.
that.
Oh man. All right. Let's see here, man. Let's see.
I think we
East New York. All right, let's see here.
All right, bring it on.
All right, let's do this. If you had a chance to sit down and meet a comic writer and ask them, if you had to sit down and meet a writer, who would it be?
A writer?
Writer or artist in the comic community?
Well, for me, since I've been going, I think the artist that I bumped into that was really, really friendly and I had a great time was Jim Sorenko.
Okay.
He's mad funny, energetic, nothing polite guy. He'll talk your ear off. You'll have to get great conversation with him. So, yeah, that's my favorite.
I'd go with obvious choice, Kirby, probably.
All right, nice.
Just to ask him to pick his brain a little bit. How'd you come up with this character, that character? Just to sit down and sit with somebody who created so many great heroes and villains.
It's tough, because I would love to do Kirby too, and Claremont and George Perez. I mean, all the '70s guys. I should have said that, the '70s artists. That's classic right there, man. To see them and talk to them. Yeah.
Nice, man. I love the answer. I see people in the chat. They're talking about Kirby. Goodness,
Kirby
for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Chris Claremont, Wolf Warner, of course, would not be a show without the Wolf Warner in the house. All right,
but they're the same kind of guys we are. They started off writing love stories and comic books and westerns, before they jumped up to being the superhero person, that they are. So they're kind of like the same thing we were, they took baby steps to get to where they were at nowadays,
Yeah.
Nice.
So now you got Ramada Senior, John.
All right. So all right, here it is, man. We've been to the arcade machines before, right? We had a bunch of quarters in our hands, and we try to find a game to play, right? All right, Captain Comics, you're following me, right, Captain?
Oh yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. So we go out there, we're scoping out all these games, and I know people are out there going, and you got to put your quarters on the side to play. How long you had to wait to play a game that you wanted? How many quarters do you have to put to the side? Because man, I put 25 cents to play Street Fighter, and I jumped on there and I died within 2 seconds. It was my time. So, what game was it that you went out there and you put a quarter to the side that play.
Well, first of all, let's explain to the people, young bucks out there, what we're talking about. Arcade is a place where there was video games. It's all just video game, pinball machines, video games you get on. Just that's what an arcade was. Because I know a lot of you young people don't know what that is because they're not existing anymore. But
You're right. You're right. You're right.
yeah, I'm talking about a big place full of massive video games. They had probably every game that was out at the time. People playing games all over the place. Yeah. So, oh man, that's tough.
Ooh, man, it's
Yeah.
popping now.
Asteroids.
Gotta go. Asteroids. Holy crap, man! Asteroids, man. I think you better not make sure you hit a rock. It was just black and white.
Yeah. Yep.
But go ahead, answer the question, gentlemen.
I remember. I don't know. I probably had a stack of quarters, but I was always the guy. Hey, that chick likes you over there. Try to cut in line. And, hey, they got your food up there in the corner. You better go get it. That's the kind of guy. If I really wanted to play something, I would come. Hey, your shoe's untied. Oh, you died. It's my turn.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that was.
Samurai Showdown.
There was so many games. Oh my goodness. What was the one? It was the Dungeon Lad. It had Dungeon Lad. It had Street Fighters. It had, like you said, the Asteroids Galaxy ones. Man, they had tons of games. Man, it was like nonstop. I mean, I even played the pinball machines too and everything. I love
nice.
Yeah, man. Pinball machine. They had so many different pinball machines, with classic movie titles and stuff like that. So
the old school sit down Pac-Man game where you actually sat down and had the flat screen right there in front of you.
Yeah, they had a lot of games, man. That's tough.
Wow.
I love them all. I just played games left and right. I would be in there for hours, playing all different types of games until I ran out whatever I brought with me. $20, $30 worth of whatever it was, man. When I left, that was it. All my money gone. I played every game that's possible that was in.
Man. The struggles of back in those days, right, guys? This playing the game. Nowadays, you can play it right in front of your TV. And let's do a little fun question here, man. You ever fart in public and blame it on the other ones? Blame it on your significant other, girlfriend or wifey? Be like,
it's bad when there's two people in an elevator and you fart and you ask the other person if that was them.
So my wife said the other day, she goes, "Do you blame the farts?" If Carmela's my dog, she goes, "If she farts, you blame it on you or her?" I'm like, "It's her. I smell that shit. I know my damn dog farts, man. I know your farts. I know mine." And she's like, "Whatever." I'm like, I'm telling you, the dog farts just go. Mine's go. So I know a fart or two because I smelt a thing or two. It's so bad, man. We're talking about, but this is rapid fire, man. This is the rapid fire.
Yeah, I try to blame it on the dog all the time, but the wife reminds me we don't have a dog, so that one doesn't work too good.
He'd be like, "It's a neighbor's dog. It was a squirrel or the deer across the road."
Sometimes I'll tell my wife funny things. She walks right into it. And this is that. But let me tell you, my wife gets back at me sometimes. Like we're in the car, and I'm like, what the hell? I look at her, and she's like, "What?" I was like, "Hey, you want to get some water?" And I roll down. She gets back at me.
She told me this is weird, man. My wife, I've been with my wife for about over 10 years now, and was it today or yesterday? It was yesterday. She comes out of the bathroom. She goes, "Where's the spray at?" I'm like, huh? She's like, air freshener. I was like, in the bathroom. I had to go to the living room and get one. She goes, where's the Febreze? I was like, here. I said, I gotta go. I gotta go. She goes, hey, let's spray this before you go in there. I'm like, why are you laughing? It's not a joke, man. That's why I leave the air freshener in there. That way, if you use a bathroom, you spray it when you're done. oh man, my brother from Philly, man, crop dusters.
I think the best one is when you're sleeping at night and you're just ripping them. And she's got nowhere to go. She's trying to sleep. She'll turn around and say, "Oh, can you aim that thing the other way?"
Oh man, yeah, we're crop dusting here. And
boy,
oh man,
woo.
I like it when the 2-year-old tells me I need to change my diaper too.
Oh goodness.
Oh, that's bad, man.
Daddy's stinky. He needs to change his diaper too.
Oh no.
Oh, at number 4 right now, man. It's a rapid fire.
Right.
What's the question right now? I'm gonna take it from the chat because that my number 5, I'm gonna leave it because I already want to ask. At number 4, what's the question you want to ask right now to Big Lion, the root of all the cats from the 646? And we got right now Captain Steve Comics. He is the master of all the captains out there, man. How they taking forks?
Wow. Pressure, putting the pressure.
What's the question, chat? Let us know right now. Who has a question? If not, I'll find one, man. I'll find one. Oh my god. The great man. Why are there no fart-based superheroes?
I think there was a fart man at one time too. I think Howard Stern did that.
Oh, Howard Stern.
Don't know. I think it's also because they don't go to the bathroom either.
All right, nice.
What would his superpower be? Throwing toilet paper?
What they is a question they want to know what this means. This is my department that I work for. We're called a field operations department because we work out in the field. So that's what it's the abbreviation for my department.
Nice, man. Nice.
What is your favorite comic book movie? Ooh, that's tough. Damn. Every comic book movie, damn. There's so many. Like I said, I'm like an open book. I love Star Trek. I love Star Wars. I love all the Marvel DC movies. So it's hard for me to actually pick like really one movie. Like I said, I'm an open book. I love a lot of stuff. So the movie, it's gonna be tough to pick one individual movie.
I had to go. If I had to pick one, man, from Michael Keaton, man, Batman, the original Batman movie. That was like back in Philly, everybody was buying like little necklace, and they had little Batman logos around their neck, T-shirts. Thing was blowing up out there in the hood, man. I mean, these shirts were like $5 back then, and everyone was just buying stuff under the table, just buying all these T-shirts, and you could find everything out there back in those days, man.
What's the top 2 favorite villains?
My favorite old series, I guess, TV series, not really a movie, was Great American Hero. I always thought, hey, I could be this average Joe. Be an average Joe and get superpowers, you know. Who wouldn't want that as a kid?
Yeah, I saw that too. He didn't know how to fly. He was so
right.
You know.
Great American Hero. Wow, man. That's a good one.
Weapon X, really?
Somebody said what?
DLC content. Draw sketch superhero villain in 5 minutes. Mine will be like a stick figure because that's so far as I'm gonna go. I can't draw for the life of me.
All right. Nice,
I
man.
just put a smiley face with a big smile on it and call it Joker.
Yeah, that's it. That would be the same thing for me. That's as far as I go. That's why I would give credit for artists that could draw. I mean, that's talent. You know, not everybody can do that.
Hello, man.
What was it? If you could swipe a comic from history in every book, he or she, who would it be? If you could wipe any time.
If you
Like,
wow.
get rid of somebody? Wow. Who would I get rid of? Let me see. Who sucks? Basically, that's a question. Who sucks out there that you want to get rid of?
There's a lot of heroes that, or a lot of villains that, you know, they only have 1 or 2 episodes, then they're dead, and then they have another. You know, that's kind of hard because there's so many villains that have gone through, even heroes too. But all heroes come back one way or another.
Yeah, for sure. Man, but that's a good question, man.
Yeah, that's good.
That is
Who would I like to get rid of?
Damn.
I'm stumped on that. You know,
I would say Punchline.
I want to say right now, there's something that came to my head was that new G.I. Joe combo that dropped out, and they killed Duke. You know how the hell you kill Duke, man?
Yeah.
So that pissed me off bad. So you know what? Whoever wrote that book, you killed Duke in the first issue of a new G.I. Joe movie. Delete you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Delete you.
Yeah, that made like no sense.
Yeah, it made no sense whatsoever.
Spleen. Yeah. The current model, the current Miss Marvel, I would race. That's what somebody Apex said. Want to be like the butterfly? Get rid of one. You change a lot. You know, you let them kill. I guess you just let them kill them off. Let them do it. You know, but all right. Like you said, always come back.
All right, gentlemen, this is it, man. This is a bunch of people just dropping questions, man. We could just hang out answering questions. We could do that, man.
Yeah.
But we have to go at number 5.
Okay.
And this is it, man.
Okay.
This is it. I think this is I took this one from 1-2 Combo Talk. And this is a question I think it made me think a lot too. So if you was walking into, say, a diner, or you big lion cat just walking around New York City, and you go to a corner hot dog joint, or a Captain Comic going out there to grab some. I don't know how it is out there in your neck of the woods. I know where Big Lion's coming from. I know my neck of the woods. But if you want to hang out at a diner or corner hot dog stand, if you see 2 people out there or 1 person eating a comic, but a food, and if you ran into them, what would that person be? Which comic book artist or person you want to run into? Like, say if it was Stan Lee, you'd be like, holy crap, wait a minute. I'm going to run into this, hot dog joint. I'm going to get in line here. I'm going to hang out with this guy and be like, hey, hi, Stan. What are you doing here? Will you ask to hang out, to chill with you for a second? Will you do something like that? Will you want to chill with them?
Oh, hell yeah. No matter where I'm at, if it's a hot dog stand, a hot dog, as a regular New Yorker, you better believe it. I'll buy my hot dog too. I'll say, you want more, or do you want to drink? And start a conversation with no hands down real quick. You know, that's Stan Lee. You know, just like damn. You know, you mind taking a photo, a selfie? Yo, I'd be like, yeah, no problem. You know, that's it. Yeah, with Stan Lee, yeah, definitely. If I ever ran into him in New York, that would have been great.
Or anyone that you would love to run into.
Anyone that I love.
Leo Adams.
Oh,
How about you,
like I
Captain?
said,
Who would it be, man? If you wanted to run into someone
On a casual kind of bump in, is that what you're asking? Like a casual bump in, you just meet somebody and you went, ooh, that's a tough one. You know, I've cooked for a lot of famous people all over since they come to Sturgis. You know, I've cooked for a bunch of famous people, but not really comic book people per se. I accidentally bumped into Johnny Depp one day. We chatted. You know, I've cooked for Dee Snider before. You know, a lot of these rock and roll bands that come here to Sturgis, you know, they hire chefs to come and cook for them, and that's what I do. You know, the only thing that comes to my mind is Pamela Anderson, but that was from the old movie Bob Wire. That was the only thing that I can think of right now as comic book wise with that movie was Bob Wire. But it was still, you know, hey, hi, what do you want to eat? Move on, you know. For a casual bump in right now, I would say probably Donnie Gates and be like, you know, hey, I love your Thor run. I love Carnage run. You know, if you just treat them like regular people, they're, you know, it's all right. But you still get a little starstruck when you talk to celebrities and stuff like that, no matter what.
in real life, I have bumped into in New York actors and sports people. I was at JFK Airport one time, and I was on a phone, you know, which you guys remember what phones used to be, you know, on the wall, punch a number. And I'm in terminal number 3, I remember, and I turn around, and the person standing right next to me on the phone, I forgot his name.
Hey, you're famous.
Now I got it was Sinbad, the comedian.
Oh,
guy. And I just looked at him. I gave him the head, the nod, and everything. Hey, how you doing? He nodded back. He said, hey, how's it going? You know, I seen him. I bumped into Tony Danza one time. I was driving, and he was trying to cross the street. So I told him, nah, go ahead. So I give him, you know, the wave, and he goes, nah, you go. Then I go, no, go ahead, you go. No, he goes, no, really, you go. I was like, no, you go. It was like back and forth, but we just laughed it up, and then I drove. So again, you know, casual people they bump into. I saw George Foreman. I think, you know, you just casually see people and just say hello, you know, out of the blue. You don't expect it. You're like, oh, hey, look who's here, you know.
I remember you mentioned just running into people. Mutombo, we all know Mutombo from the finger.
Yeah.
Basketball player, and 2001 when the Sixers went to the finals, 2000, yeah, around that, it was that same year. I was walking down the street and I see this guy go to an ATM machine, and I kind of slowed down for a minute because we won the night before, and this homeboy like just dips his head out this ATM machine, this building. Holy shucks, dude. This guy is massive. He was tall, and I went, good game, sir. And he goes, thank you. Yo, and he just walks. Man, that was like one of the best moments I ever, well, you know.
Yeah. You know, you don't expect it. You just all of a sudden they're there. You know, they're like walking around like regular people. You're like, oh, I know who this is. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? What else you got?
Well, that was, well, we already knocked it off, man. That was all the questions.
That was good. That was good.
And that's pretty much it, guys, man. This is man, we went way over an hour. What's the plan? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Let's see. And then people keep talking. I'm talking wild guess Captain Thomas, or has met my uncle Freddie down in Sturgis.
Probably. I probably drank a shot or two with him.
Sturgis, man. I hear that all the time when I'm watching American Pickers, man.
For me, it would be probably
Dude, Sturgis. One day, man. Maybe one day I'll make it down to the Sturgis.
Oh, wow. There's another one that run the comics has going too. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Got his autograph. Holy smoke.
Oh man.
Nice.
Wonder if there was cussing. I'd give you a MF signature right now. You know.
Oh.
1, 2 comic talk. What's going on, man?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
Catching the back end, man. Working in y'all listening to See, this is what happens when you come live and you start hanging out and you start talking. You just keep going. It just keeps on and on and on. Next thing an hour went by, you're like, let's get off. An hour and a half, let's get off. 2 hours. You're like, this is what happens, man. You just have such a good friend. Time passes, And sometimes during open invites like that, people come on, and more people come on, and just keep rolling. Sometimes it can go for like 3-4 hours, like nonstop. People coming in and out. It happens sometimes. But it's all fun.
And I don't drop like the link in the chat because I don't want I'm just. It's one of my things where I'm just kind of like, I don't want anyone to just click the link. I know a lot of people out there do it, but it's not my type of thing. And let me see.
Some bad things have happened when they done that because you didn't want certain type of people coming on, and when they put the link on there and they came out and things happened, and then the video had to come down. So so that's why once you get to know people that will send you the link personally, and then you hop on. It's the way you got to do it. There's just too many idiots out there.
Well, I got a question for both of you guys.
All right.
What is your favorite female superhero?
Ooh, that is tough. That is tough, man.
It doesn't have to be well, can it be movie related?
If you want it to be,
I'm gonna have to pick Jessica Alba. Fantastic Four, man. I love some Jessica Alba. My wife knows that, man. I freaking love her. So I had to go with the Invisible Woman.
It's tough. That's tough.
Jessica Alba version.
There's so many to pick, but I gotta give it to oh man, it's just tough. I have to give it to I guess the new Wonder Woman, man. She's smoking hot, and I'm back from the original Wonder Woman, Linda Carter. So I gotta go Wonder Woman. I love them both, man. I grew up with one and now the other, man. They're both smoking hot, and they kick butt. So it's tough. There's some great female actors out there, actresses and everything. Don't get me wrong, it's hard to choose, but there's a lot of them. So I just I just want Wonder Woman.
I'd have to say She-Hulk myself, because if I make the wife mad, she turns into a She-Hulk.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. You wouldn't like me if you're angry.
Right.
We're all in deep shit right now, guys.
Yeah.
We're in deep trouble right now, man.
We got Wonder Woman, we got Black Cat, Vampirella.
We got Domino, Vampirella.
Vampirella, she is smoking hot. Yes, she is, but there's too much blood. Yeah. Too much blood.
Would you consider her a villain or more a hero?
That's She-Hulk?
No, Vampirella.
Oh man, I don't even know how to answer that question. That's so hard.
Blood wise, thing I don't consider her a villain. I don't know. That's borderline.
I mean, she does kill people, so I mean,
I know, but she's smoking hot though. Yeah.
if you're going to go out, why not go out with a smoking hot, right?
If you got no choice, that's the way you're gonna go. It's gotta go, just like
right.
So I don't know. There's a lot of great women actresses out there. You know, it's tough, man. Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, that was out there. They're all smoking hot, man. It's tough. It's a tough call.
Storm. Oh man.
Oh, Storm, Halle Berry. Come on, man. Like you said, Invisible Woman. Damn. And then what's that? The one Mirror from Aquaman. She was hot too, man.
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah. So it's there was an issue where the women kicked all the guys' butts. So you gotta look out.
That's all right. We can kick my butt around. Be like, I'm still waiting right here.
That's it. So yeah, that's a tough call. But I had to go Wonder Woman because I loved Linda Carter and they both smoking hot, man. And I remember watching them constantly. So they're hot. And she's
Jessica Alba, man, the Invisible Woman from the original Fantastic Four movie, man. Fire, man. Go back and watch Sin City, and you know what I'm talking about. When she's dancing on the bar, man, that little booty. Woo! Fireness, man.
Oh, that one from Watchmen. I forgot. What was
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. Watchmen. What was her name? Spectre Girl or something, or Spectre Woman?
Something like that. I don't remember what else. Oof. That's tough. Everybody's got, it's
All right,
I would love to meet. Well, I also grew up watching Batman too. The original Batgirl, man, Yvonne Craig, man, she was smoking. That was another one back then.
Catwoman from the original Batman.
She played
Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, way before. We're talking.
I'm right there, guys.
Mary Weather, I think it was. That was one. There was actually three, I think.
Yeah.
Three Catwoman. Yeah. Well, Halle Berry played Catwoman too.
Yeah.
So. Oh, Silk Spectre. Thank you, guys.
That's what it was.
That was it. Yeah. Julia Newmar. Yeah, there you go, guys. People know, man. They know. They know. You can't miss the beautiful women on screen. Yeah,
we're some old freaks. That's
what I love going to these Comic Cons, man. And these women dress up just like the characters. Ooh, look out. Look out.
Lady Death is another hot one, I kind of think, Lady
Death, yeah. Smoking hot one. That's tough call. That's bad.
Then come to Batgirl.
Jean Grey, if she's drawn right.
Jean Grey, yeah.
Air Spider. Brandy Rose as Vampirella. Yeah, I know some Brandy Rose, man. That's Dusty Rose wifey. Yeah, man. She is she's hot.
Oh yeah. There's women out there that can play these characters to the T. They look just like them. You dress them on, they look just like the characters, man. There's some out there. Psylocke, yeah. That's another smoking one.
Well, they get comics. What's up, man? My brother from Puerto Rico. How you doing, sir?
What's going on? How's everybody?
I like some of these Betty Page comic books that they've came out with, Them ones are pretty good.
Yeah, I forgot Spider-Woman. Yeah, Spider-Woman's another hot one. She's another hot character. Wow. Oh, Boricua said, is it late to join? You see what happens?
Oh, man. I'll send the invite. Let's see here. I think Boricua hit me up on IG. I think I have your email. Let's be in the safe side. Just send me a message, okay, brother?
Yeah, I would like to know more what's going on in PR right now. So, I think that they're still pretty much shut down. I don't think anybody's still flying over there yet.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's flying anywhere.
No, nobody. No, I mean some of the there's still flights out there, but but I don't think there's no flights to PR at all. So yeah.
Well, they tell you to stay inside and they drop gas prices. I don't understand that one, but whatever.
When you're ready.
I know. Now everybody got time to go places. There's no place you can't go nowhere, and the prices of the gas is down. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is so great.
The gas prices are like extremely cheap over here, but I mean, hey,
What's the lowest gas price by you right now?
I think it's like 170, 160 around there.
Wow.
Yeah.
The lowest I got around here is 187.
But you're in the big city though, man.
I'm not in the city. I'm in the sticks. I'm not in no city. I would have to drive to the city. You know where I'm at. I ain't like near Philadelphia. I gotta drive to Philly like 2 hours or something. Just to get
Still, you're not like where we at, but
There ain't nothing around me. I got trees. All I see is sticks.
he's got twigs.
I don't see buildings. I see trees. You know, just houses, PDs. Everything's maybe like 2 floors high. Ain't nothing higher than that.
I live 30 minutes away from Mount Rushmore, so I know what you're talking about. Sticks. I'm just surrounded by woods all the time out here.
Hey, you drive
Mount Rushmore. Wow, man, that's
nice.
Holy crap, dude.
Run the comic says gas is $1.56 here in South Atlanta.
ATL, what's up, man?
Apex says it's $1.53 here, wherever he's at. $1.50. Yeah, so yeah, right now, so everything's under $2 for regular gas.
I'll the wifey real quick, guys.
Oh yeah, there's the boss calling. The boss calling. What he's got there? He's got a World Series chair. Oh God, that's got to be like a Philly thing.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
let you marinate that, bro.
Yeah. You can turn the chair around. That's all right. I rather see what's behind it, on the shelf. Oh, he's just taking it to me. Oh, see not. He wants to play games. Okay.
Well, I guess Captain's here talking to chairs, so I guess we're all right. I got a jersey chair and a black chair. Left me hanging here.
All right, come back. I got some fun. I'll wait for him to come back in that. Yeah. He wants to play games. Yeah, I got something. Oh man. So where is that? North Dakota, South Dakota? Where you at?
Yeah, I'm a Southern boy. I'm from South Dakota.
South Dakota, okay. So
Not North Dakota.
How far from North Dakota are you?
No. What's that?
How far? How far are you from North Dakota?
It's just the state right above me.
Yeah, no, but how long does it take? Like, if you had to drive to like an hour away, 2 hours away?
I think it's like 3 hours because I'm on the lower of South Dakota at the bottom.
Oh, so you're at the south. Oh, south.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's under you? What states that you're close to?
Nebraska,
Nebraska,
Wyoming, Colorado, kind of all around us.
Ooh. So you got rain today? No snow?
No snow today. I was kind of happy with that.
We had rain.
We had rain.
Lucky for us, it was snowing, but it wasn't sticking. It's been like that for the last couple of days where it snows and it just light cover type snow. Only like the grass might turn a little white, but the streets are clear, and then it just goes away and then it snows again. But that's okay. As long as there's no shoveling or nothing like that, it's good. So I could deal with that.
Yeah, we had 3 days of good snow. It's always fun. Shoveling sidewalks, shoveling the car out.
Oh. Yeah. I'm in the mountains area where ski mountains are like right here. So people go skiing. you know. But it's been quiet. A lot of indoor water parks and stuff I mean here. So not too bad.
Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for the weather to break and kind of see if we're even gonna have a rally here or not. You know,
Mhm.
I'm just like everybody else. I'm just kind of up in the air and seeing how this comes out with everything on this. And I know a lot of us our lives are gonna change from this, but the main thing is we're gonna keep going and we're gonna keep doing what we have to do.
Yeah. I got something for you. I'm waiting for him to sit back in the chair. I can let him have it. We got 2 hours going into the show, and Borica is gonna come on. Here he comes.
This guy, man.
I got something for you.
You got the finger, but where the rings at?
We got to.
All right, right now he wants to jump in the house.
I had to give
from
you
the.
I had to give you the finger.
Go Mets, right?
That's it. You started it. Just letting you know, you started it.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't take it no other way, bro. That's how we do. And we got right now my brother from Puerto Rico. What is going on, man?
What is going on, fams? We're good. Dealing with the situation just like everybody else.
All right, cool.
So how's it going down there, man? Is you know, everything is, you know,
Well,
trying to go back to normal a little bit, or?
We're on our 31st date of the lockdown.
Okay.
So we've been on lockdown since March 12th. And it's been on and off where we have a curfew. So you need to stay at home from 7 at night till 5 a.m. in the morning. If you're caught outside after 7 p.m., they're gonna charge you with $5,000 and you can spend 6 months in jail.
Damn.
So other than that, they implemented some new legislation where if your car, your license plates ends in 2, 4, 6, or 8, you can go out on Tuesdays,
okay,
Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then people who end in 1, 3, 5, 7,
right?
Yeah, then you go out the other day. If you're caught outside the day that you're not supposed to be outside, they'll remove your plates.
Oh wow. Yeah, but what happens if you're going to the hospital? Like if somebody needs emergency?
Unless you have an emergency situation, then, and if they stop you and you tell them that you're going to the hospital, they'll escort you to the hospital.
Okay. Wow, I didn't know all that. Damn. Holy.
Yeah. But regarding numbers, we're still all right. Regarding numbers, there's only been 58 casualties. And we're right now at 1,060 cases.
Damn, that many?
Yeah.
But most of the cases got to be like in the main city, like San Juan and Ponce, right? Maybe.
Yeah, that's where I am at though. Bayamón, Guaynabo, San Juan, Rio Piedra, San Dulce. Most cases are there.
What's going on here, man?
Yeah.
What they're talking about, we're talking about the island of Puerto Rico. It's an island, so it's we're here in the U.S., but we see what we're going through in the U.S., but around the world, man, this hits our home because we have a connection because we all have this of course it is the Puerto Rican blood that runs through us, and it's one of those things that I like to hear news, especially from my brother right now, Rican. If you've never seen Rican, let Captain Comics know who you are, especially people in the chat, man. I've never seen you before.
I know.
Well, I'm mostly a community member at this point. I'm not creating all that much content for YouTube, although I'm very active in Instagram. So if you're interested, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Rican Comics, and I post reviews and books I buy, everything there. But I'm kind of laying low on the content creating just because I've been so busy with college and everything else. And I just haven't made time to create content. If I'm not being on somebody's channel, then I'm not creating my own content right now.
So you're pretty much like me. I'm same thing. I think I have like 3 videos of me walking to the mail to get a comic book, but I'm more of a piggybacker. I jump onto other people's shows and support them. I was on with 1-2 Comic Top the other day. He had a birthday, so I jumped on his stream, wished him happy birthday.
That's cool. This week I made a live video because I got my package from Mile High Comics. They had a special sale where you bought 5 pounds of books for $20. So I opened those books up in a live video, and I did that. Also, I showed the books that I won from an Edwin's giveaway from the Comic Jabroni.
Okay.
So yeah, so I did that, and then recently I was in another Spanish channel called Crónicas de Comics, and we were there discussing what's going on with Diamond and DC and everything else they're doing.
Cool, man. Cool,
Do you have
man.
an LCS, like where you get your books from, or do you get your books from online stuff?
Well, Puerto Rico currently has 2 LCSs, and there's one in San Juan. The other one's in Mayagüez. They're 2.5 hours apart.
Okay.
And the main store, we picked up their books from March 18th. But after that, we haven't gotten any more books. Like on the 25th, we didn't get any books. On the 1st, we didn't get any books. So right now we're a week behind because everybody else is stuck at the 1st of April, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they started at the end of April or mid-May for comic release.
Yeah. We're still getting our books online because I don't know if you guys knew, but my comic book shop just reopened yesterday, and you can order your books through them. So I ordered my March 25th books through them yesterday.
Okay.
Oh shit!
So how's the situation with the food and the toilet paper and supplies and stuff? You guys still have to wait outside? Is there a line like what everybody else is going through?
Yeah,
Oh
what we're doing is that we're just like, if you go to the supermarket, there's a rule you can't be close to somebody from 6. You gotta be 6 feet apart. So lines are very long, but time flies by because you're talking to people and everything else.
They don't follow that stuff here, man. I'm sorry to cut you off. Here in Florida, and Captain Comic shaking his head. I was over here at a supermarket, and we could jump back to Borinca in a few seconds. Man, they got the strips on the floor. Blue tape on the floor. The blue tape that we use on our comic books. Man, 6 feet apart. It's still hovering over you, man. Like, don't you see the damn blue tape? Keep your distance. They don't care.
Wow.
I don't know if cashiers tell people, hey, you need to back off a little bit. You need to give people 6 feet space, and that's even cashiers said that to certain people, So it's pretty different out here in the Midwest, but they still are trying to make sure that it's 6 feet apart with people. But
yeah, I would say
down to 5,000, people are kind of set in their ways, but at least the establishments and businesses are at least looking, hey, if you don't do this, then we're going to have to be shut down, and we don't want to do that. So at least, go by our rules here and stay 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
I say majority of people doing it, but there's still 1 or 2 people, because I've seen it, where people getting too close to somebody and the other person turns around and they start an argument and this, that, and everything. But I would say majority of people, they're doing the right thing. And like you said, I gone to places where they put tape on the floor and they put plastics. They got plastic barriers now when you talk to cashiers and drive-throughs now. So majority of people are doing that. And if you're not following rules, they will shut you down. So,
Are you guys in your state having to wear mandatory face masks? Yeah, they don't allow you to go anywhere here if you're not wearing a face mask. If you want to go somewhere, you need to wear a face mask.
Yeah.
Even if you're inside your car and you don't have your face mask on, there's a possibility that the cops will stop you.
Yeah, in New York and here, people are driving around with a mask on. Yeah, I got a mask in the car, and I got a mask here just in case, And it's like that. You got to wear a mask constantly now. And you see everybody walking around with a mask now.
I have a niece. I have a niece from my wife's side of the family that she just came over from Spain, and she tested positive. But
wow.
She's healthy. She's very healthy. She's doing CrossFit. She's doing everything. Nothing stopped her. But she tested positive. She's asymptomatic. She doesn't have any other symptoms. No cough, no fever, no nothing. But she came from Spain, so she had to be curfewed for a little while because you have to wait for the 14 days for the symptoms to show up. But nothing happened. Nothing showed up. And at the 15th day, they took her to get the test done, and it was positive. But now she's good.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with this thing. Everybody's saying you gotta have a fever. Is that a lot of people are not getting every symptom. Some people just feel fatigue, or they feel like they got a little cold, or they're not feeling anything. Like they just don't feel right. But again, they don't know the hand. They're finding out that they're positive. So, there's certain symptoms. You could be just a carrier, it might not even affect you. But your immune system is probably fighting it all off. And you could just be a carrier. You have it on you don't even know it. And you could be spreading it.
Yeah. This is definitely a new normal with everything everywhere. Things are not going to be the same after this. We're praying that our local LCS survives this because they're not doing anything. They're not selling anything. If they have to pay rent, their rent is inside a mall. So I bet that's expensive, but they're not selling books. They're not doing any specials. They're not doing anything. So we're worried they're not going to make it.
Hey, and I know we're supposed to be talking about comic books at the same time, but this is one of those moments right now where it's an open invite. We're happy to hang out with Big Lion, Rican, Captain, and we're just hanging out here, just having a great old good time. And at the same token, we're just trying to figure out what's going on the mother island of Puerto Rico, and it's crazy. And not only that, but that's going around the world. And a lot of people need to stay home. If you need to, stay home and just be careful, man. This stuff is no joke. And actually, now that you're here, but they can. What you been reading? Like, let's just lighten up the mood a little bit, man.
Well, I just recently read the whole 9 issues for Jane Foster's Thor. John is always talking about that book. He holds that book very highly. I read the book. It's very, very good. I enjoyed it throughout. And I've been catching up with all my comics right now. I was reading Canto yesterday too. So I only read 2 issues of Canto, so I'm still missing 4 issues. Philadelphia. I read Philadelphia the other day. Very good, really good issue. I recently spoke to the creator of Philadelphia through Instagram, and I told him, man, that issue number 4 is crazy. He was like, wait until number 5 comes out. You'll be surprised. And it was really good. Catched up also with Red Mother, which I don't really know why I'm torturing myself with that book, because that book is about a girl that likes puzzles and drinks wine. That's all there is to that.
And she has eyes, like prosthetic eyes, like.
Yeah, she lost an eye in an incident, and then that prosthetic eye is giving her some kind of powers where she can see like a spiritual realm or something. and but nothing's happened. It's been 4 issues and nothing's happened. Every issue we see her sit down and drink wine and do puzzles.
Yeah. But you mentioned Philadelphia. I had to say that it's gonna be something, a TV show or a movie or something. I've seen it on Newsarama. So
Yep.
let's wait and see what's gonna happen with this book.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have read a Big Lion, Captain Comics. I don't know if you've read Philadelphia. Probably
No,
not.
I haven't.
Read.
No, it's really good. It's basically president from the past. He's a vampire, and he's gathering people to overthrow the government and overthrow everything.
Oh,
It's
wow.
really good.
But it got some vampire stuff in it. It makes it a lot better. It's like,
A lot more interesting, yeah.
yeah.
Well, gentlemen, it was a pleasure. My cook's telling me it's time to eat.
All right.
So I need
Chow
to eat.
time.
Chow
Get some
time.
chow.
But before
All right, so
I go, I wanted to show you guys, since you're big old sports fans,
Ooh,
this
you
has
got
been
it.
in my family for many, many years.
Oh, good
Look at
Lord.
it.
He's gonna hit me where it's gonna
Obituary
hurt.
from 1948.
Wow. Newspaper clipping. Look at that.
It's the obituary when Babe Ruth died, 1948. I want to say, yeah, 48.
Wow. He was only
A
53
little
years
beat up.
Holy shit.
Now, if it was from New York, it'd be a little bit different, but it's from Casper, Wyoming.
Yeah, see, wow, he died 53 years old. That's young.
Very young.
Does it say what he died of?
Hot dogs and beer.
Heart attack, probably.
Doesn't really say. It just says star reaches end of peaceful, dies in sleep.
Oh, so he died in his sleep.
Oh, sleep apnea also.
Wow. Yeah, he was a big guy.
Man.
Oh, damn.
That's,
So that's about
really
the
good.
only sport baseball thing I go. I don't really have a team, but this has been in family for many, many years.
Yeah, that's
I added the baseball cards to it. Used to be all folded up in a shoebox, and so I'm like, nah, I think I need to display that because that's not something
Yeah,
everybody sees
that's
every day.
classic right there. That's history. Wow.
That makes sense.
So you guys were there showing your sports stuff, so that's the only sport baseball stuff I got.
I'm pretty sure you got plenty more. You'll go scavenging around there throughout the election. You'll
Well,
find
gentlemen,
some
it was a pleasure. I need to eat or I get cranky.
You got it.
Be safe, man.
I
He was in New York.
love being on here.
Take
I'll
care,
definitely
Steve.
check y'all out.
No,
So
Philly.
you all have a great night. I appreciate it, Rod.
Thank you, sir.
Just support these guys as much as you can. Give them thumbs up or thumbs down. We already discussed that, but have a laugh. We all love comic books, so there's no drama in it. We all just have a good time, and that's all I gotta say. Captain's out.
Captain's out. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah, man, that's a historical piece right there. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
It is beauty. It is a thing of beauty.
So you still getting some comics in? Are you getting some auction wins, man? You getting some books? What recently you got in?
That's me. Oh, well. Recently, I got the package from Edwin and the package that I recently bought from Mile High Comics, but I'm also waiting on some comic books that I bought from Midtown Comics. But on Midtown, you got to sometimes wait for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks for those to get here.
Yeah,
It does take a while for those to get here.
all time.
Are you guys taking any like measurements with your books? Because I'm taking my boxes out and I'm cleaning them with those cleaning wipes and everything else, and the things inside, I don't do anything to them because
Right.
the virus is not supposed to be alive on surfaces more than 7 days, so everything inside should be good. But I'm definitely taking measures with everything that I get.
yeah, anything that comes in gets sprayed on the outside, and when I cut them open, gloves and this, that, and then I change the bags, of course, and the boards, and I get rid of the old bags or whatever. But that's about it. I mean, out here, most of the stuff just gets delivered and stuff, so But like, what type of collection do you have? Do you have like a big collection? Are you a DC Marvel guy, or
Well, when I started collecting comics, I did everything. I did DC, I did Marvel, I did indie for a while. But mostly right now, I'm most invested in indie stories.
Oh, wow.
But I do follow things like Venom. I love Venom. What Donny Cates is doing with Venom, I follow Thor. I'm currently reading Batman's book, the one that just Fenian the Fifth just started. That one I started reading too. Right after Tom King got off the book, I started reading. But I mostly read indie books because it's different. Everything's different. It's something else all the time. So with Marvel, you either stick to you got to stick to something, the same thing over and over again. It's the same enemies again and again and again and again. And they just switch them around. So most of the time I'm buying indie comics because it's something else. It's something different. It's something creative. Sometimes it flops. I got to say, sometimes you read one issue, you read two issues, and then you're like, what the hell is this? And you put it to the side. You don't buy another issue. But most of the time I'm buying indie issues because it's always different.
I mean, there's a bunch of indie books too, man. You could go on Indiegogo and check out their stuff out there. Something catches your eye, then next thing you know, the door's open. You can just take it from there.
Yeah, I always try to check out anything that comes out of Image, Dark Horse, Artantic Press. There's a few books right now that I'm really enjoying, like God Killers. Have you guys checked that out?
I have not checked that one out.
It's from Aftershock, and it's about a story. I don't know if you guys know a little bit of like Bible stories, but David's son Solomon, he was the person who built the temple for Jesus, for God, in God's name, right? So it's a historical, not fact, but it's historically believed that he had a ring, with he commanded spirits to help him build the temple, because the temple was built so quickly. There's no explanation as to how he did it, right? So that's kind of how people who study anthropology believes that's how it's done, how it was done. So this book explores that information. They find Solomon's ring, so they're bringing spirits into our world to take into warfare.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. Man.
Yeah, I'm like the opposite. I'm more of a DC Marvel, not too much into the independent. The only independence that I was basically into is still just the Spawn, but everything else is Marvel and DC. It's what they stuck with, So I'm really not too much in indie. I know there's tons of indies now, so but yeah, DC and Marvel is my kick.
Let me tell you a quick story. Something that happened recently with the latest Spawn book that came out. You know that one of those variant covers, the one he had the hat on, kind of blew up, right? So my store, my LCS, chose not to sell those copies. They sold all the A covers, they sold the regular covers, and they held the B covers. 2 days after, they started selling the book $25. Nobody got it. Not even the people that pre-ordered the books, not even them. They didn't even get it. Everybody got the cover A. So they had the opportunity to sell the book in $25. So there's a lot of people that were really mad with my store and even closed down their subscriptions.
That's not right. If you're a subscriber, you're supposed to get the book or whatever it is, man. You can't hold back a book like that. That's not all right. That's just dirty pool, man. That's just greediness.
Yeah,
and that's what's killing the store, man. You can't do that.
What's sad is they did that with Spawn. They did that with Nightwing. Remember the cover A? That's the Joker kind of wearing his. It says something like it fits like a glove. Yeah. It's the Joker. They held back that cover too. They held back like 4 covers so they can overprice the books once this whole curfew started.
So that's how they're gonna lose business, because you can, hit another store online thing and have a subscription there, And if they're not doing anything, then they just ship it to you, you know. So this way, you know. But that's just wrong. That is just wrong. I mean, there's books as it is when they do variant covers. You know, they're charging you 25, 30, you know, depending. You're like, why so many variants? That's the variant thing is killing people. You know, everybody wants to get the set, but nobody's gonna pay no $50, $100 for a book.
Nope. And it happens all the time too. They hold back books so they can overprice them. Or, for example, I don't know if I know it's kind of like an unspoken rule in the States. It changes from state to state. But for example, if you order X amount of books and you get the 1 in 10, usually that 1 in 10 is worth $10 to $12, right? Even less sometimes. Or if you get the 1 in 25, then you charge 22 to 25 bucks. It depends on the store. Well, my store, if you get 1 in 10, they'll price that shit $75.
No.
And that's not right, man.
That's wrong.
Yep.
That is absolutely wrong.
I stopped buying variants in my store because there's always an issue with them.
Yeah.
So I always ask for just the cover A's.
Yeah.
Because there's always an issue with getting, if you want a cover B or something, they'll charge $1, $2 extra. Or if it's something that turned hot, then you're going to end up paying 15, 20, 25 bucks, which is crazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, nobody's saying that the variants are even going to go up either. Nobody could predict that. I mean, you know, if they do, it might slightly go up, and then next, you know, that's the end of it. It's not going to go any further. So is it really worth it? You know, like that's dirty pool, man.
You remember that a few weeks back when they first did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Power Ranger crossover, they did the one variant store one, the one that it's one per store.
Mm-hmm.
Well, usually all the guys that I listen to in the community, they get those books for 15, 20, 25 bucks at most.
Mm-hmm.
These people over here were charging $100 for that book. And I was like, what's is this a key? No, it's not a key. Okay, so does something is it something extremely important? No. Is this just because we got one of them? I was so how much did you pay for this book? $1.25, $1.50, and you want to make that much profit off the book? Come on, that's ridiculous.
There's no need for that. That is not necessary. You know, people need to relax, man.
Yeah, what do with the book? They're gonna get stuck with it. What they're gonna do? Probably sell online or whatever. I mean,
yeah, no, nobody bought it. It's still sitting there.
Yeah, not stuck sitting there. Well, you know, they could have sold it. Somebody could have been happy with it. You know what I'm saying? A collector would have said, "Hey, look at our collection." You know, that's the whole point of a comic book store is to sell books, but at a reasonable price, not so much. You know,
I have somebody in the community that I was talking to recently, and I said, "You know that my store has a first appearance of Booster Gold." It's like, "Oh yeah, I want to get that book." I was like, "Yeah, forget it. Not in my store. You're not gonna get it." It's like, "Why?" It's just like, "Forget it. I don't even want to talk about it." How much is it? $75. It's like for Booster Gold first appearance.
There you go. Look.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's priced. How much did you pay for it?
$20.
Look at that. And our books, they're not even in great condition either. They have some books that are beat up, and there's no discounts on the books. There's nothing going on with those books. They're just
it's 20, and I know the guy because we're cool. And I look at it. Yeah, I know someone read through it. I could tell that it, get a little dings around this along the size, but he graded it as very fine, and it is very fine, man. Overall, I have no complaints on it, man. So
I tell my friends, I tell everybody that's in the community here that I just don't believe they have the comic book store kind of culture that it's in the United States. And I love going to the States. And whenever I go to the States, I spend money. I spend serious money on LCSs over there because the amount of money that I would spend, the same amount of money wouldn't get me anything here. But if I spend the same amount of money in the States, I'll bring back a lot of comics.
Yeah, but I always wondered. I never thought of this, but it just hit me. Occurred to me now. Is there any Comic Cons that go to Puerto Rico?
Yes, we are now postponing ours until August. But for this year, we were gonna have, I think it was the cast, the voice cast for Hero Academia, and we were gonna have the cop from Stranger Things, the sheriff from Stranger Things. He was gonna come over.
Oh, okay.
Last summer we had Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger.
Oh, yeah, I seen him.
Yeah. We had Jenny Friesen. I have like 12 books signed by her that I took over. They didn't charge me anything. That's another thing. Over here, some of the cons, because we have more than one, but the two biggest one, the one that's in Aguadilla, the way they I think they do business with artists and everything else is that they pay for everything, but you can't charge a dime for your signature. I'll take care of your hotel. I'll pay you. I'll pay for food. I'll pay for everything, but you can't charge a dime for signing books.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. So when she was over here, I asked, "Is there a limit to how many books I can get signed?" And she's like, "No, not really, unless you do something like another guy did in the States that brought me 50 something books." I was like, "God damn, 50 something books is a lot." But I had 10 books, so I got my 10 books signed. I sent Perry one of those, the Batman Who Laughs variant for that series. It was hers. She signed it. I sent it to Perry.
Now, do they have the grading companies to accompany at these cons too, or no?
No, we don't have CGC. We have maybe one or two people who are authorized to send out books here in Puerto Rico, but they don't even do it. Like if you talk to them and you tell them, listen, I want to send some books, they'll say no, do it yourself, because the amount of money they earn, it's like maybe $10 to manage that, send the books over. And
I'm talking about if you're gonna get it graded to get the yellow label, there's a representative that has to be there to do the paperwork and stuff like that. If you get it signed, you're not gonna get a yellow label if CGC or CBCS is not there.
Yeah, they're never here. They never come over. It's just the artist. You sign it, they sign it, and if you want to get it graded or anything like that, you're gonna have to go through one of those services that they're certified the signature.
Oh, third parties.
Yeah.
All right. So they have third party people there then.
No, you got to get it yourself. You got to send it to the States to get that done.
Yeah, but
let's say let's say I went over and I had Jenny Friesen sign 10 books, right?
Yeah.
So I ask, I want to get a grade. So I think a CVCS, I think, is the one that when you are sending your books to grade, if they're signed, you can tell them, that wasn't certified at the time that was signed. Can you certify it for me? And they'll charge you an extra $10 or something like that. And if the signature is in their database, they'll look at the database, they'll make sure it's a signature, and they'll certify that's signed, but you don't get the yellow label.
Oh, wow.
That's you just get it right.
That's the bad part about it. Whenever they do a con and it has people signature, they should have a representative from one of these grading companies should be there, man, to take care of the customers, man. That's another thing that's not right, man. You got people that want to get graded books, do the right thing, but if you ain't got a representative there, then that just beats the purpose.
The comic community is very limited here. People that usually go to the cons do it because of the cosplay thing, like the cosplay part of the things. They love cosplay here, but there's not a lot of people reading comic books. There's not a lot of people going out hunting. I can count with one hand, and I'll still have fingers left of places that I know as a collector that I can go get books, like back issues. My store, my LCS, doesn't have any back issues. The other LCS in my West doesn't have a single back issue. They focus on getting modern books, like whatever they're selling at the time. But then you go to maybe small flea markets, and they'll have comic books there. They're not bag and board, so you're not going to get great grades there. You're going to find books that are a little beat up and everything else. But every once in a while, you find something like it happened to me that I found the first and second appearance of X-23 for $9.
Wow.
Because they don't know what they have. They know they have comics. They know they have old comics, but they think just because it's an old comic is something that's vintage, that is worth a lot of money. But in reality, it's not. It's a dollar bin. But they won't take $1 for it either. It's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah.
Man, it's just it's mind blowing. I mean,
Yeah.
just talking to the comic book community, and just hearing it from you, Rican, that's just like
Yeah, because I talked to somebody from like Europe and everything, and I was asking him the same type of questions. Like he goes to his LCS and stuff like that, and says the LCS over there would love to get their hands on American books, comic books, and they would. And that's he said if it ever comes into the LCS, it won't even last long. Those American books will fly right off the shelf, man. People will snatch them up like crazy. And I'm talking about books that we take, that we have tons of for granted and everything. Can you imagine the books if they were here and over there? People will buy them up because they can't have access to them. They don't have dollar bins, they don't have back issues. Sometimes in the community, even on my auction, people are buying books and live because wherever they live at, they can't get their hands on none of this stuff. And this is like the only access that they got. That they can get a great deal of books.
We had a store in Arecibo until like 2 years ago, and they had the biggest back issue collection there was in the Iceland. They had maybe like close to like 40 short boxes full of back issues.
Wow,
that's the most we've ever seen here in Puerto Rico.
Wow,
but the store sadly burned down.
Oh damn, the books went with it.
Yep. He's a friend of mine, right? So I went over to his store all the time, and we talked until we became friends and everything else. So he tells me that what happened was that one of the lightning tubes blew up, right? So it caught fire. Oh my God, how do you call this? The bombero, Rod. How do you call the bombero? Firefighters, right?
The firefighters.
Yeah. So the firefighters get there. They're able to put out the fire without no damage to the books, right? No damage, zero damage. And on their way out, they step on the hose. The hose breaks. Everything's wet.
No way.
Yep. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, that can't be. He's like, yep, nothing got burned, nothing got damaged until the hose broke.
I'm guessing the books wasn't in any bags and boards at all. They were all out.
No bag and boards. Yeah. Everything was as it is, and everything got wet, and some of the books got damaged, like smoke damage. But most of the damage was done because of water, which is ridiculous when you think there was a fire there.
Wow. That's actually my hometown. That's where my family's from. I'm from
Arecibo.
Arecibo, yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's where we had a store, and then sadly it burned down. He said he was gonna build it back up because he was gonna get some money from the insurance and everything else. I think he claimed like $10,000 in loss.
Yeah.
But it hasn't gone through. I guess the money hasn't gone through, and he hasn't been able to come back. That's my favorite LCS store too. They have a really good culture there. That where you go in, he'll offer you whatever to drink and everything else at no cost. He'll sit down with you, ask what you're looking for. If you're looking for back issues, he'll go into the back issues himself because he knows where his collection is. He'll pull out the books, and he won't charge you ridiculous prices either. He's looking to make money, which is what every store is supposed to do.
That when I went to PR every time to hit a comic book store, never entered my mind to even check to see if they got anything. That's like the funniest thing because I go there, it's just family. I go visit family and just this and everything, but it never occurred to me to check out for you.
I recently found a new store, like a small, like a flea market, small flea market, and they have a bunch of great books, like great books. But the guy wanted like $120 for the books that I pulled out, which was a fair price. I just didn't have the money on me. So I said, can you hold the books for me? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. But then the lockdown happened. That was 30 days ago. So hopefully he still have that stash of books because I found Power Pack #1. I found most of the run for the Eternals.
Wow.
Oh
I,
man, that's
I
scored,
found
dude.
That's hot right there, right now.
I
Wow.
found the first appearance of Dark Hawk, not the number one, but the first appearance that it's in a promo. So some of those books are already worth the $120 that he wants. I just didn't have one on me.
Damn.
Yeah, but he has a great collection too. It's full of dust, but other than that, but he has a great collection.
That's
So how do you
nice.
get your bag and boards? You have to order that separately, right? You order it?
I need to get them from the States too. I get 200 bag and boards for like $22. I order them, and there's no boxes in Puerto Rico, bro. You have to make your own boxes because we don't have short boxes here. Short boxes are not ordered because the amount of money that it's worth shipping, it's ridiculous. You'll pay $50 for the box themselves, and then pay $150 for the shipping. So they don't order boxes here.
Yeah,
You have to
$150?
you have to make your own boxes. So what we do is that we buy file boxes, and then we put something in the middle. So it's like two short boxes, like the size of two short boxes. They're heavy as hell, but we don't get short boxes here because they're so expensive to ship. That's the beauty of living in paradise. When you live in an island, everything that gets chipped in, it's expensive as hell.
Oh wow! And the store.
You know what, man? I need some boxes. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do something, man. If I could, I wanna. I'll talk to you later, Bolika. Maybe I could do something, and it's one of those things that I want to do from the heart. Maybe I could buy something for myself, 5 boxes, and 5 boxes to you, and take from there. Whether you get it soaked and wet, that's a different story, man.
You know that my mother was recently in Mississippi. So check this out, because this is the way a collector thinks, right? We're looking at things, how to get away with things in a different way instead of paying so much money for something, right? So my mom goes to Mississippi, and I ask her to buy 5 boxes over there, right? So 5 boxes, $3 a piece. It's very little money, right? So if I were to buy 5 boxes and get them shipped from Amazon or eBay, anything like that, I would end up paying about $150. So what I did was I paid $25 inside a suitcase that I paid in the thing. So I ended up paying like for $60 for 5 boxes, which was okay when you think about getting 5 boxes versus $150. $60 is more. It's not nothing. So she put the boxes inside a suitcase and she brought them over.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It says, the only way to get things is you have to bring it with you if you come into the States. That's, $150. That's ridiculous, man.
It's a lot of money.
Why?
And then
It's like,
the no, not the, they call it premium boxes, the one they have drawings on the sides.
Yeah.
How much do you pay for those?
I ain't paid for that stuff.
But how much would you pay on your LCS?
They're gonna charge you at least. I mean, a regular box is $4.
yeah,
You're gonna have to pay at least
I
10.
can't remember what I paid for mine. I got one Absolute Carnage box, but it ain't much. I mean, maybe it's like $15-20 or something like that. I don't know.
We pay $21 for those boxes here. I have 2 of them because I bought them very early on in my collection, so I thought I didn't know anything back then. So I was like, $21, I guess that's the price. But when you start talking to people and when you get a little bit of experience in the game, like, nope, I'm never gonna buy $21 a box worth $21. That's crazy.
Oh,
But it's different, man. It's different. You're in the islands. We're in the States. We're all still considered. Man, the mother island is United States. Man. We're all this is us. But damn.
yeah. As a chat in Epd.65, it says my friend in Kingston, Jamaica, had to smuggle his Xbox due to shipping cost. Damn.
There's a lot of places where, especially islands, things are very expensive. Let's say, for example, let's talk about the situation again with the coronavirus over here, because because everything, everything's kind of short ended. Like there's no hand sanitizer anywhere or everything else.
Yeah.
Bacardi, the distillery, they started doing hand sanitizers, right? So because that is made in Puerto Rico,
You're talking about the Bacardi factory.
yeah,
Bacardi. So let the people know what you're talking about. People in the house are like, what's Bacardi?
Bacardi,
Yeah,
the
the
distillery, they
Bacardi
make rum.
factory, man.
Yeah, that's here in Puerto Rico. That's maybe 15 minutes away from where I live. Very nice place. If you go there, you'll get a free drink. So whenever you're coming to Puerto Rico, you can get two free drinks if you go. So because of the situation, they stopped doing alcohol. They started doing hand sanitizer. So you go to Walgreens, you go to CVS, and you buy, if it's there, if you're lucky enough to get one, you'll pay $2 and then you get the big thing, right? But because it's so expensive for the island to produce its own things, you go to somewhere else where they're saying the Bacardi stuff, and you'll pay $6 for 8 ounces. So producing here is very expensive. That's the reason why we import everything. Everything is imported because of that. We back in the day, we used to be the number one export of sugarcane and coffee. We lost that because of industrialization and everything else. We lost that, and now we bring coffee from elsewhere and we bring sugar from elsewhere. So we're always buying things. The government is always trying to rip us off. Right now, people, the only reason why we haven't overthrown the government again this year is because of this coronavirus thing. Because if people were allowed to go out to the streets, trust me, the governor wouldn't be here. There wouldn't be there right now because she signed an order to buy respirators, right? So respirators are worth about $1,800. That's what it's worth for everywhere else in the States. She was paying $7,000 to $8,000, but that's for other people to get rich. Those quick tests, the quick tests for the coronavirus, are only worth $8. They were paying $32 for each one of those. So they'll make contracts for thousands and thousands of money. They'll buy whatever they want, and everything that's left over, that's their money. That's how they steal money from the government here. So right now, the situation is what we call de color hormiga brava, because people are upset when they found out. They try to do to buy those tests at $36 each, buy the respirators at $8,000 each. Good thing it didn't happen. We got our money back. The government got the money back, but people are not as stupid as we were 2 years ago before we overthrew Rican.
Yeah, because I saw an article when Puerto Rico got hit with that, the hurricane and everything. You know how bad everything was going on then. And I think somebody found out that there was a storage unit or something full of supplies.
There's 6 storage units, bro.
Yeah.
It's 6, not 1, 6. Where everything that came over, everything that our friends and family and brothers in the States were sending over to help as a humanitarian, whatever. All of that got stacked in a warehouse, and then they left it there to rot. They wouldn't give it out because they were looking out for the government family first. Like the government right now, when they ordered the first 500 tests for the people here in Puerto Rico, 250 of those disappeared. When they appeared again, the government said, "Oh no, it's because we need to test everybody in the government first." Oh, the government has priority. Our family have priorities. So I was like, all right, so what about the people? Aren't you supposed to be there for the people? We're paying you. It's our tax dollar. But they take care of their own first. That's how it happens here. It's how it happens in a lot of places, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to complain too much because I know it happens a lot of places, but Puerto Rico, it's very high in corruption. And we were hit with Maria in 2016. We had the government crisis in 2019. At the beginning of this year, we had 4 or 5 major earthquakes, 6.0 plus, and now we have the coronavirus. There's a lot of people that lost their jobs, including myself. Um, it's a lot that we're dealing with, but el espíritu boricua, we are not people that give up. We're not people that you know not do anything about it. We'll get up again, and that's just how we do it.
I don't know how true this is, but somebody, I guess, that works within the government posted some type of video saying that the earthquake that's going on in Puerto Rico is because there's just some drilling out in the oceans south of the island, and that's causing the tremors. That's why we're getting so many, because they're doing some type of drilling out there, and they don't care about what's happening to Puerto Rico. And that's why we're getting a lot of earthquakes lately because of that. I don't know how true that is, but
to be honest with you, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's true or not, but I did hear that that's the reason why it happened. I guess the government had some kind of contract with somebody else where they allowed the drilling to go on, and apparently that's in top of one of the faults where they're looking for gas and everything else is in top of one of the faults, and that's the reason why supposedly the earthquakes happen. But we're not indispensable. Anything can happen to an island, and earthquakes and everything. No volcanoes, goddamn, but earthquakes, hurricanes. We're in the middle of the Caribe, so we kind of it's harder in that sense, but it's nature also. So we can't blame.
Like, this guy actually works for the government, and he wasn't supposed to say because what he found out. But if it's true what he's saying, then if they stop drilling, then you stop getting the earthquakes. So they're the ones causing it. They should be stopped. But of course, like you said, if the government's corrupt and if they're getting whatever money out of them, they're just gonna look the other way.
Right now, there hasn't been any earthquakes since, I would say, like maybe the first week of March. We haven't had any huge earthquakes or anything like that. But the one that hit us on February 8th, I think it was, or 6th, man, that shit was scary as hell. I live in a 6th floor, and the whole building started shaking like crazy. And as I went down the stairs, because I know you're supposed to, drop and hold your head and everything else, but I was so nervous. I started running. I opened the door. I opened the gate. I told my wife we're leaving, and we started going down the stairs. So every one of the floors that we went by, you can hear the things falling down, and it was scary as hell. But nothing happened. There was no damage to the building. There was no life loss except for one person that died because like the side of the house fell on top of him. So there was only one casualty, thank God. But those people are still living in tents down in Ponce, Guayanilla. Yeah. They're living in tents still because the government hasn't been able to put them into projects or anything like that.
Wow, that's tough, man. It's tough as it is already. Yeah. It's just getting worse.
Yeah. It's definitely a situation that everything has been stacking up, I guess, but everything will be fine. We'll figure it out. I know that it's not everything's bad news, right? Because the economy was kind of rising again, and everything was getting back on its feet. But this is a setback. Well, we'll be all right. There's no crying here. You just got to get back on your feet.
Yeah, man. Oh man, I'm hanging out here with my brother Alex, right? Boarding Comics, Alex.
Yeah, man. The government
Angel, but that's all right. Call me whatever,
man. I know it was A, man. I was like, I gotta remember these names, man. And I was like, I'm gonna shoot it out right now. I'll say Alex or Angel. Angel, man. So you know what? I botched that one, man. But it's just we're going on almost 3 hours right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to get comics in the house.
Yeah, that's a miracle, man. I never seen you go this long in any life.
Well, I see you wanted to jump on the show, and I get to see what you're going through over there in the Mother Island, and we don't see that, but to hear from you is something that I think
Yeah,
that hits my heart, that hits Rican, especially you, my brother Big Lion. That hits us a special place. And people in the house, man, people in the house don't know, what we're talking about. And we just talking about, it's just the whole coronavirus hit us in comic books. And actually, it hits us certain ways. It makes any sense, man. We're going through a whole bunch of shit.
yeah, man.
That's the bottom line. There's a whole bunch of
There's a
shit,
lot of
guys.
going on at home, man. With the hurricane and earthquakes and the government and damn,
It's crazy. It's crazy. But things will get eventually go back to normal. I mean, hopefully for everybody. Hopefully there won't be a new normal after this. Meaning that we'll be able to, be able to be with friends and everything else, and not have to wear our face masks to everywhere. It might take a little while for things to go back to normal, but I can't wait. I had a flight today to New Jersey, which I had to cancel
So
because I'm not gonna.
they're off flights.
I'm sorry.
If they're flights in Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah.
So they're off flights. Look at that.
Yeah.
How did they stop flying?
Puerto Rico's been on the. I gotta say something positive is that we've been on the forefront regarding like temperature reads and everything else in the airport, because there's a huge sensor. Everybody that comes in has to go through the sensor. If we pick up a spike fever, we'll set you aside. We'll test you right there and then, and we have the quick kits and everything else. If you test positive, you need to go to a hotel. You don't get to meet your family or anything like that. You go to the hotel and you're there for 14 days.
Wow.
So, on that we're good on the airport, but we fucked up with a cruise. That's what brought the virus here. A cruise that it was nobody else opened the ports for them, right? Like Jamaica said no. A bunch of other places said no. And when they called Puerto Rico, we weren't even on their destinies, right? They called Puerto Rico. Hey, so everybody said no. Would you take us in? Yes. Everybody got us infected. Everybody in that boat was infected because somebody from Spain was in the boat and spread it around. And everybody got off in San Juan. More than 1,500 people got off, and they spread the shit around. That's how it happened. That's how it got here.
That sucks. Holy coconut balls, man.
Yeah, how do you justify that? Both are not even supposed to go there, and they're letting them in. I mean, didn't they like check up on it? Like, why are you coming here? Wouldn't that raise a flag?
They lied. That's why they lied. They would not tell the government of Puerto Rico the reason why the other ports said no. So when they asked to come over here, they only said we have a medical emergency, but they didn't say it was with the cough and everything.
Thing.
Yeah. They said we have a medical emergency, so we send out the helicopter to get that person. We brought it to the hospital, and then because they were already in our port, they opened the doors and they let everybody out.
Yeah,
we're suing that company. Puerto Rico is suing that company because they're the ones that put us at risk with this situation.
How many ships did they let in?
Just one. That one.
That's all it needs. Just one ship.
Yeah,
that one, and it was that one with more than 1,500 people infected. It was the princess something. I don't know what it was, but they let them in.
Wow.
And the thing is, when the news goes around and they keep checking up on the boats, they left Puerto Rico, right, on their way to, I think it was France. Before they got to France, 5 or 6 people died within the boat. They didn't make it back. They didn't make it back home. When people started getting off at France, more than 10 or 15 people died that were hospitalized right there in France. So there's a possibility that the people that brought it here are the same people that spread it in France.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, when I heard the news spreading, I believe Washington State was the first one to get it big, and then I heard Massachusetts got hit pretty hard. Next thing you know, it was like all over the world. You know, of course, China, of course, where it started, but then Italy just blew by everybody. Then next thing you know, it just started growing here, and then New York just went haywire. It just freaking blew up there the most real quick. But I'm just surprised because they had a list of all the countries that got affected, and I was surprised to see that it's all over the world. Even a little island in the middle of nowhere got a case or two. I'm like, in the middle of the island, I got a case or two. I'm like, wow. You know, how the hell did it get on the island, you know?
If you guys give me a second right now, just to say something real quick. My brother had it.
Go ahead.
My brother lives probably, I mean, he lives about 15 miles away from me. And he recovered. And he's still, he's in a house with the wife. Man, the wife has those symptoms. So the whole house is like quarantine. I haven't seen my brother in over a month. But he beat it. But the thing is, you know, you guys, everyone in the community, everyone out there, be careful. You know, be careful. What happens if you go out right now? I beat it. We don't know if you can catch it again. It's not like the flu. You had the virus in you already, but that's a different story.
But they already had that. They had that in China where people recovered and they got it again because they wasn't fully recovered yet when they let them out. You know, they got a second wave. They were recovering, but they wasn't fully recovered. Now the rumor has it that says it's gonna be like the flu, come back around again in winter. So now you got to watch out for that. So we don't know, you know. But if you wash your hands, now we know what to do. If everybody washes their hands and don't cough on each other, then maybe it won't be as bad, you know. But I tell my wife this because my wife freaks out about this. It says all through history, go through the history book. There's been a virus, there's been a disease where it killed a lot of people, and then after everything went down, everything went back to normal. It's a life cycle. It's a life cycle that keeps coming around. And right now, this is ours. This is our time that we have to deal with it. And eventually, vaccine will probably be coming up, and everybody get the vaccine shot, just like everything else. The mumps, the polio, the measles, all the viruses that's gone through history. People died. You know, we will learn from this. Hopefully, it won't happen again. You know, if China would have let everybody know what happened, because there's a thing that has been going on for so long over there. Like they knew about it to try to hush it up. And they didn't do a good job, and it spread it all over the place. If they would have opened up and told us, hey, this is what's going on, everybody started washing their hands and stayed away from each other, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But, you know.
I've read that every 100 years, this happens. Spanish flu happened in 1920. The Black Death happened in 1820. So every 100 years, something like this happens. So it's I like to believe that it's nature itself that's causing this, but there's also articles from people who've won Nobel Prizes that when they look at the structure of this virus, they look at the structure of the virus that looks a lot like HIV. So HIV, it's now mostly known or popularly believed that it was created in a lab, HIV. So since it has the same structure, Nobel Prize winners are saying there's a possibility that what happened was that, yes, this was a bioweapon, that somebody got infected inside one of the labs, didn't know, and went to the wet market and started spreading it around. So I don't know. Who knows? There's a possibility we will never know the truth if it was, not natural causes or not. But we gotta make sure that you wear your face mask, that you don't get that close to people that you don't live with. I mean, I only get close to my wife. That you wear your face mask, that you wash your hands, that you take care of yourself. When you get packages, make sure you clean the package in the outside. things inside should be good because the virus can't live for more than 7 days on the surface. So usually that's what it takes for a package to get here.
Exactly, man. And there's a bunch of research stuff out there, and that could go on for days. It could go on for days. But if you want to let's try to lighten things up a few seconds here, guys.
Hell yeah.
Man, if you want to pick up a comic book and read right now, I mean, right now you're about to go to bed. But, you're gonna go to bed to the wifey and think that nature and just go.
Wow, on for 3 hours. Holy smoke!
I know. I was trying to end it a long time ago, but so if you had to get a comic book right now and be like, "Hey, babe, can I read this to you?" Oh, read a comic book to the wifey. What would that be? And we'll end the show with that note. Let's go with Big Lion, man. And we go with Korean Comics. His name is Korean Comics' name is Carlos or Juan or something like that. Hey, if I'm gonna mess it up, I'll mess it up good, man. Look at Big Lion. He's running around. He's running around talking to wife.
I don't even mind because I've been called it's Borinquen Comics, but I've been called Broken Comics. I've been called Boink Comics. At this point, call me whatever, man. Just know that I'm your friend. I'm cool with everybody.
My name is Rod. I've been called Dodd. I've been called Patience. Call me I've been called what's the freaking name? I've been called Thunder one time. I was like, where the hell I get Thunder? Oh, okay.
Oh,
what we got here? So that's one reason the wifeys, huh?
She's a big Betty Boop fan. So if I had to read a book,
Betty
Boop is what I'll have to read to her.
Nice, Betty Boop, because it's cute that you bring that book up because I call my wife Little Boop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And,
Her license plate says Betty Boop too.
oh, that's dope, man. Yo.
So my wife is big time on crime, anything. So she loves Stranger Things. I've been trying to get her to read the comics, the Stranger Things comics that kind of goes with the series. I've bought every single series, so she sits down and read it, but she doesn't have any time to read it because she's now going through law school also. So,
oh wow,
yeah. Time in the Borinquen Comics house is very measured. We're both going to college. We both have our hobbies. She does makeup. I don't know if I have you in Facebook, right, Rod? I don't know if you ever seen that I share her stuff and it's makeup stuff, and I have this hobby. So the household, the Rican Comics household, it has time very well managed, so we can do everything.
Yeah, tell her that she got a big job, major facelift for Rod over there.
She is the money maker, man.
He needs big time.
Look at that. Look at the chat. Air Spiders calling me bunking comics. It's all good, man. When it comes down to the community, I've had a lot of fun with people here in the community. Yesterday I was in Bruce and Stephanie's live video, and that was hilarious. This is the greatest community. I have always said every time I talk with Rod, I'm glad Rod threw the rope at me when I started doing this, when we started collecting everything else. Rod was the first one that reached out to me. And the funny thing was that the only reason why he reached out to me is because he read Borinquen. So he felt like this is home, this is Puerto Rico. So he was like, Boricua, hit me up on Instagram, this and that. I was like, all right, so I got a new friend.
Yeah, and I think I was like, actually, I remember texting you through IG. I was laying there in bed. My wife was next to me. She said, "What are you doing?" I was texting. I'm texting you, and I'm making my notes at the same time for the shout out show. I'm just going through. This is what I multitask, man. But yeah, I remember that, man.
I always bring it up. Rod is one of my one of the people that I look most at this in this community. Harry, Edwin, everybody. I everybody in the community I consider a friend. So if you guys want to keep the conversation going because Rod wants to go to bed, hit me up on Instagram. We'll talk.
Yeah, man. Yo, I usually have everyone's like links in the description below. I will say click their names right now. You can follow them.
No, I can't.
You can't do that.
Not anymore.
No more.
So we'll do this right now, man. We'll do this right now. And we did it an hour ago. So Big Lion Cat, let the people know once again who you are and tell them where they can find you at. So I'll give you a little platform right now.
There you go. You see my name. That's what you type in because you're gonna have to type it in now, right here. You gotta type it in because before you used to click on it, but you can't. So come check out my channel. I do auctions on Saturdays. I'm not doing it this Saturday because my boy Keep It Thorough is doing it. It's probably still on right now. If you
What's your IG?
My IG is BLC646. It's real easy. So it's just the initials BLC646. That's all you have to do, and that's the IG. You'll find me there. So you can hit me on IG also. Again, I do auctions, I do unboxings, I do Comic Cons, and when I do my live streams, it's just also an open invite, so you can always come on and hang out. So check me out there. Check out my other videos. I collect a lot of things, so you'll see some pops, some DVDs, probably some action figures and stuff. Then don't forget hit that notification bell, man. So that's it. What I got going on right now. I will do videos whenever I can. So that's why you hit that notification. Very important.
Yep, there it is, man. Big Lion Cat, and he is full of positivity, man. So there's no negative energy coming out of his channel.
Nope.
You want to hang out? Just hang out. He be real, man. He be real. Just like a bunch of people in the house right now. Man, we got a bunch of new people in the house. You're man, Stan.
You're a man.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Thank
you for hanging out.
He's got a picture of some books there, man. He got a little collection there. That's a good picture.
Nice. All right, and now we got my brother from Puerto Rico, man. The island, the mother island. Yo, we have
Angel.
We're gonna have Marco in the house right now. Marco, let the people know who you are, man.
Diferentes nombres, no saben nada.
Ángel, dímelo.
Yeah, guys.
I'm just messing around, man.
You can find me at Borinquen Comics, just like it's written right here. I usually more active on Instagram. Eventually, I promise I'll get my stuff together and be able to create YouTube content. But right now, if you want to get a hold of me, you can look for me on Instagram, hit me up, and we'll be able to talk. There I do reviews. Here's a little hint, guys. I get my books first than everybody else, okay? First than everybody else. I get my books on Tuesday, okay? So if you need to know something, you can hit me up, and if I have my books, I'll show you. If you want to make sure that anything's a key or not, you can hit me up, and I'll hit you with the 411. Rod knows I'm the resource.
For sure, man. We know that already, man. We know that he is the source, man. Coming from the island of Puerto Rico, man. Yo, we going on for 3 hours and 12 minutes. I'm your boy Rod the Rican, as always. The Fedora King. And it's getting hot. I gotta take it out. But actually, guys, I want to say, stay tuned. I'm doing another giveaway. I got 2 stack of comic books. Got one here. I got another one.
Nice.
I got another one over here. So.
Yo, Big Cat, let me tell you a quick story before we leave. Rod's first giveaway ever.
Uh-huh.
He does the button, right? So the wheel goes around. My name comes up. I'm the first one, right? so I'm supposed to be the winner. He goes, oh no, that was a test. Let me go ahead and switch that up again. Boop, 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 boop. Somebody else won.
No.
What was that?
I'm holding that against you, Rod,
All
forever.
right. You know what? Hey. Let's fix that right now. I'll fix that right now. Check it out. Because I had 2 giveaways on my last video. The one I sent one to 36 Chambers. 36 Chambers got his book. The other one that was the number 2 did not claim his prize because at number 2 was from the UK. Now the one below it has not reached out to me. Rican Comics. How about I correct all that misunderstanding, man? I'm gonna give you there it is. This is for you.
Oh.
And I'm gonna fix that box I got right across from me in the living room. It's going out to you. All I need is an address, bro.
Awesome. That's awesome.
You don't mess around with Rod the Rican, man.
I needed to call you out on my live
actually,
video.
watch
so
this. I ain't playing around, man.
I'm sorry, but that was just a test.
I wanted to see if the pressure worked.
Oh, that was great. That was only a test.
Yeah.
You didn't say it was a test when you hit the button.
You know what? I think I've won giveaways from Edwin, Perry, and now from Ron.
Wow.
So I got the comic triple
did
threat.
you get your prizes from your winners when you won your books?
I did.
From who?
From Edwin, I got from Gideon Falls issue number 1. From Perry, I got Immortal Hulk, the first appearance of Immortal Hulk, which was in Avengers No Road Home or No Surrender, something like that.
Was that
recently?
That was recently then, right?
No, that was from Edwin, yeah, just like 2 weeks ago. But from Perry,
I remember
a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Edwin was busting Perry's balls the other day in my live show. He was like, "Oh, so what did you get?" Messing around with Edwin, and Edwin was like, "Well, at least people get my giveaways. You don't send out shit." They were busting balls. I was like, "Whoa, chill the hell out. I don't want any fighting here."
Well, you know what?
Well, with either that or oops,
This is it. This was box number 2. And I'm gonna see right now. I got the screenshot too, man.
You know, it's funny because he keeps saying he wants to get off and he keeps going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off, man. You started, bro.
I figured it out how to make him stay. Remember how every time he wants to log off, they ask you a question. Yo, Rod, yeah. So let me hit you with the what's it called? The rapid fire.
You're gonna hit me with the rapid fire, huh? Don't do that, man. We'll be here all night. That's it. Rican Comics, man. Yo, one.
Yo, one.
This is it. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna throw these in there. Oh, damn. You're not supposed to see that.
That's a lot of it. That's
Next
awesome.
You know, I'm gonna hook you up, bro. So don't ever tell you I did you wrong, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna call this the pressure giveaway
on the package. That's what I want to know.
What?
You call them every name in the book today. So what name you gonna put?
No, that's right. No, that's on purpose, though. I'm doing it. That's on purpose.
It's gonna be
Carlos,
Angel, Carlos, Juan, for Rican Comics.
Vanessa. Oh, you're not Daredevil fan. So.
Yeah. I am. I watched the TV show, and this Chip Zdarsky run has been amazing.
Wesley, just relax for 1 minute. Wesley, who's Wesley? That's my right hand. know Wesley, man.
From Kingpin's assistants.
Assistant. Yes, Mike. Yes, the one that's got this for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm starting to lose it now.
Try and lighten the mood, man.
You know that
Ricky calling me out, bro.
You need some coffee.
One of Bruce and Stephanie's question was yesterday, what do they call Daredevil? The man without, and I was without a sight. And everybody started shitting on me because it's the man without fears. But I was like the man without sight. Everybody was so pissed off.
Oh my goodness, man.
Ay, Dios mío.
All right, let's wrap up the show. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm your boy Rod. That's my brother right now. Yo, the big lion cat, man, dropping out great auctions. My brother, man, from the border island, from Puerto Rico. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. And yo, hit that like, subscribe. That's pretty much all I gotta say. And
thank you for the invite, Rod.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Larry,
Thank you for the
man.
books too. You're a good guy, Rod.
I'm all right.
at least this wasn't a test.
Yo, stay there, man. Stay there, guys. Don't go away.
There you go. Where the hell did he go? Did he drop his number?
He's like, don't go, but you guys are taking over the show now.
I guess we're taking over the show now. He left. He left us here. He's probably in the back room laughing.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're still live though.
yeah, we are. No, I know that. I can see it. The ticket's still going on. We're here. All right.
Rod's got to be in the back. Like, what
I
the fuck
clicked
did I
the
do?
wrong button.
I told you.
I clicked the wrong button.
I told you. Didn't I say that? Yeah, like he hit the wrong button, man.
Oh, don't worry, man. We're gonna get 40 thumbs down now. All right. Everyone in the chat, thank you for hanging out on the show, man. Coast to Coast Comics. We're in the show right now properly.
If he knows how to end it.